Hello there, everybody. Welcome to session 15 of Dragon Age Secrets. I am, of course, your keeper, your storyteller for today. Oops All Brands, or World Tree Quests here on Twitch and YouTube. I always get myself mixed up on those ones. Twitch and YouTube. And with me today... Oh, dear gods above, all these screens are so wrong. They're all wrong.
I'm Jack now.
All of them are wrong.
Who's Bran?
Bran is Bran right now. For a second there,
darn.
Jason wasn't. It was like, oh, wait!
Bran is Bran. With me today, now that they're all in the right places, we have got my lovely and amazing cast. We have Jacklish, we have TTV Wacky Man, we have got Stories from the Roses, and we've got Witty X Witch. Now, do I have anything housekeeping wise that I would like to say? No I do not. So therefore I am just going to pass directly on, and I'm going to say, guys, can we remember what happened last session?
This is me again.
Let's go with Abby's notes, and then I'll have my unhinged ones on the side, just in case.
I love how you say that as if Abby's notes are not unhinged, considering the fact that most of the time
so
we get like
fair.
half a sentence and then like, why?
The difference between a cookbook and shorthand. You know, they're both very useful.
When the peacock starts to play, some folks block the door as patrons drop pieces of paper, secrets, in the peacock's hat. One bouncer is giving money for the secrets, ? Peacock knows where other wardens are, but holds info ransom for a favor. Lucy is a young mage they were meant to move, mage underground, but Templars got her first. We need to get her out of the Circle Tower. We're bringing Vitana, leaving everyone else, especially Rowan. Rowan warns that Jainen Circle will have about 50 Templars and advises to look scared and assume we are all mages. Meryl confronts Rowan about if asked I'll turn you in, quote, if asked I'll turn you in, end quote, and he greatly disapproves. She also has Rhiannon protect Luca and the crew while we're gone. And those are my notes.
I mean, that summed it up pretty well.
That's fairly succinct.
Like, yeah.
I don't really know what else there is
Aldred
to
and Tira had a nice little heart-to-heart.
That is true.
We did.
They
Yes.
had friendship!
No,
Yes,
we
we
didn't.
did.
Shut
Yes,
up.
we did.
Friendship!
Yeah.
Jack, I'm not letting
Friendship
it go. No.
for
Yes, we did.
everyone.
Alright.
Except Rowan.
Ouch.
I'm
got
friends
something
with
more
Rowan
than friendship.
begrudgingly. You know when someone starts dating your sibling and you just kind of have to vibe with them? That's Rowan.
Yeah, I was referencing.
Meryl doesn't.
Meryl's like the family member who abjectly
No one
hates
likes.
them purely on
The dad.
purely on standing.
dad.
Meryl's the dad.
Father Meryl, if you will.
I love how it's like.
Meryl.
I'm just
I-
disappointed.
I love how it's like, I've did nothing wrong. I've made one, not even threat, just this is what I believe. But I'll actively take steps not to have it happen. Meryl, abject hatred. Also, Meryl, this is my child. Do I bloodbend them? No, not yet.
Shall I insanguinate them, father? No, not yet.
It's like, I will melt the metal men. You do that. Okay, yeah, Jess, anything you would like to add at all?
Besides the friendship between Tira and Aldred, because they're friends, and Tira
Don't know what you're
even
talking
asked,
about.
"Are we friends?"
Shut up, Tira.
And Aldred was like, "Yes, we are friends."
Shut up and accept my
Aside from
love,
that,
Tara.
no.
Okay, fantastic. Then, in that case, we will start where we left off. Does everybody remember where we left off?
We're all gathering
heading
downstairs to
out.
meet up and to head out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting all suited up.
Yeah. So we are meeting downstairs in the Griffin's Wing, where we are about to venture out alongside the Peacock himself and make our way into the temple. Not the temple, the circle. The circle in Jainen. So you all meet up, and the person that's with you, obviously, is the peacock.
Take my idea.
I don't even
Well,
know how
here's
to
the-
take you guys seriously anymore.
Here's the thing, though. With this specifically,
Wait,
I like
wait,
my
wait.
headphone.
We
I
are
like
here
my
to
headphone.
hide our elven ears and horns.
Actually, wait here. Oh, here we go. Better. I'll hold my hands like this. 'Cause it's so it doesn't work.
This is dark fantasy, guys.
It's-
Has
it's-
space puns.
Super serious dark
It's
fantasy.
official, guys. Zoom is prejudiced towards Kunari because it blurs out their horns. It's just another piece of stupid
censorship.
Templar censorship. That's all that's happening here right now. Okay, so
too hot.
you guys get
I'm keeping it
downstairs.
on.
And downstairs, that's giving me so much anxiety because I'm just like, your head must be so warm. I am glistening. Like, that's how warm it is.
Right.
It is warm in my house, so I'm gonna take it off.
You guys get down to the bottom floor of the Griffin's Wing, and the Peacock and Vitana are both there, already waiting for you. What would you guys like to do in this moment? Is there anything you'd like to do prep-wise before you make your way?
Get off my bar stool.
Write my will and
I
testament.
didn't mean to stumble. I'm sorry.
Probably fully throw the cloak over me, just to be certain. Just like this, basically. You can see the face. That's fine.
He is going. The Peacock is going to look at y'all and he's going to go, "Absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you're all here." So as you can see, and he's going to point towards a chest that he has at his feet. This chest here is one of ours. Very specific chest. So all your weapons and your armor and such just goes in there.
What? Run that one back one more time. You want us to put all of our shit in there?
Well, imagine for a second, if you will, that you're a Templar,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of people come in saying, "We're here to take away the dead bodies." And one of them is a great strapping Kunari wearing plate armor with a giant sword on his back. Does that scream mortuary transport to you?
You're right.
The chest is coming in with us. It's just to get it past them.
I put my stick in
It's stick.
Aldrad spends the next few minutes getting out of the armor.
I will help Eldrad so that Eldrad is not sticking 25 minutes.
It's like, thanks, everyone. I'm glad we waited till after we got to the parking lot to put on our things.
How many daggers do you have?
As soon as Tura starts helping Aldrad take off the armor, just ba 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 da
Jesus.
da.
You know what's extra funny about this? I have a note specifically from last time that said Aldred getting suited up. So that was part of his prep. Was like, I'm gonna get all my stuff on. Now he's like, I gotta get all my stuff off.
It's like, all right, great. I'm glad I didn't need to do that. Fun.
Did I, as the keeper, put that in on purpose?
Who would have known?
Who would have
Is the
known?
chest? Is the chest big enough for Chainbreaker?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
It's
good.
bigger on the inside.
that's exactly what it's not. It's like,
It gets
it's like one
bigger,
of
I
those
swear.
it's like one of those carriage lockers.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Once that's done, he's then going to hand everybody what appears to be just like, raggedy clothes. The kind of clothes that you would expect somebody to wear that's just like a general labour worker. Yes, Vessa.
I'm going to put my bow and my arrows in the chest. I am going to keep a what do I have? A dagger or a short sword? A short
A
sword.
dagger.
On me underneath the frayed robes that I'm getting.
Okay, so you're going to try and conceal a weapon.
Yes.
Okie dokie, let's...
But a small one.
But a small one. But a small one, Father.
Like,
Still will
maybe
die.
strap it to my thigh.
I would
Real high.
I would like you to make me a dexterity ledgerman check.
Okay.
Oh, I have proficiency in brawling. I don't need a weapon.
I'd like you to make a dexterity ledgerman check. I have proficiency in brawling. Are you intending on punching the dagger into your hip? Because that might have an issue. What did you get on that ledgerman check there, Vincent?
I'm doing my math. 13. Yeah? 13? Yes.
13 is definitely going to do it. So you're able to kind of like, as you're like, kind of like standard Dalish attire is like, kind of like almost like thick tights with like an over true or an over layer or something like that. So as you're just pulling these kind of raggedy trousers on, it just goes in between them. So it's in between the trousers and the kind of Dalish attire underneath. Vitana is less than pleased.
Yeah.
She is in the process of giving like very strict instructions on how her weapons are supposed to be kept in there. And if it's not done, she's going to be very, very upset about it. At which point, the peacock just goes, everything will be in perfect condition. I swear it to you.
He
Okay, I
swears
don't
it.
swear it, but I'm very hopeful.
That's not the same thing at all.
Vitana's going to look at him and she's going to say something very, very quickly in Antivan.
No.
Very much the vibes of, have you seen the girl on TikTok? It's when you're dating an Italian and the guy's like, hey, I got the Pepperdale pasta, and she's like, it's Pepperdale. it's that kind of bite. It's that kind of bite that's in it. And then the peacock says, we're about to head out. Is there anything you want to do? Make it quick.
I have done what I wanted to do before heading out.
Rowan?
Child is protected, so.
Sorry.
Yeah, in case you forgot from the recap notes, Rowan already gave us the warning, so I've already done the Rowan thing. You were busy having a heart-to-heart, so...
I was busy tearing him down.
I was busy making sure that everything fit correctly.
There you go.
Heyo.
Hey, yo.
In that case...
No.
Ew.
Oh, I don't need to hear that right now. Oh,
We
God,
don't-
that's sorry.
we-
Nope.
We do
Sorry?
not with the uwu. In that case, you make your way outside. There is a carriage, with a wagon attached, and around it a kind of handful of people. Don't really seem to wear like any uniforms or markers or anything. But when the peacock comes out, they kind of give a nod. And then one of them hops up into the carriage, the other one does as well. Two more come to the back and open up the curtains on it. And there's room for you guys to sit in and basically look like workers being transported in. And as you guys get into the carriage, and it starts moving, you're not in it for very long. A handful of minutes, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, before you hear the sound of a drawbridge. And then you feel the very telltale kind of moving from the cobblestones up onto smooth wood. You hear the kind of creaking from it. And then the change again of coming down off like a small kind of like step almost onto smooth, regular flat stones. At which point the carriage stops and you hear the sound of plate boots walking round, comes to the back, arm out and moves it aside, and there's a Templar looking you guys over. Kind of middle-aged looking, big gnarly scar right down, like big ropey scar right down the side of the face. Kind of gives you all a look over and is like, not the usual mob to the night, is it?
I would like to give a very under the chin wave at this Templar to make him feel awkward and move away.
Templar just kind of observes you, gives you a look up and down, and then's like, yes, indeed.
I think Aldrad is like, he looked in the Templar's directions, kind of looking past him as if he didn't understand what he said. It's just like, and also he's super hunched over. Like he's like trying to look like a very like overworked Kunari, basically.
He's gonna, as you do it, he kind of looks and goes, do any of you translate for the Kunari? Okay. Fantastic. This, and he gestures to the side where there's nobody, then he reaches out and drags over this very, very blank-faced human woman. She has this very, very blank, vacant stare forward. Of, like, acknowledging you, but there's no emotion behind it. Eyes are very glassy, and there is the faint symbol of, like, a sun on her forehead. Very, very faint. He said, "This is Lisette. Lisette is going to be your watcher for this evening. Where Lisette goes, you go. Where you go, Lisette goes. If Lisette says you can't go somewhere, it means you can't go somewhere. And if Lisette says to do something, you bloody well do it. Am I clear?" Okay. Meryl,
I give a very bad salute.
Meryl, I would love for you to make me, if you wouldn't mind, I would like for you to make me a cunning Arcana lore check.
Okay.
Okie
So I get
dokie.
special things if I
I think even
succeed.
Jack knows what this person is. I think.
I
Most
think I
peop-
do too.
Like, most people are aware of what it is, but it's in character who would know. I think the only
Yeah,
person that would
right.
really have an idea
Mm,
would be Meryl.
yeah,
I got 14.
14.
And I've got
you're
the specialization, so I'm supposed to get special lore.
Yeah, so you're very aware of what this is. This is a tranquil.
Hmm.
So tranquils are a very, very abhorrent thing within those who support mage rights and such. Tranquil is what happens when a mage is cut off from the fade. They no longer dream, they no longer wield magic, but in doing so it also separates them from pretty much everything that makes them a person. There's no emotion, there's no connectivity. The way I always describe it is like, if you remember the old movies RoboCop, and he meets his family and he says, "I know who you are, I just don't know how I'm supposed to behave around you." He's saying, like, I know who you are, I have all the memories of the things we've done, but I don't feel those feelings anymore. That's what being tranquil is. Now, as I said, tranquil is supposed to be something that is done either for the mage's own benefit if they are, and it has happened sometimes where mages have been far too powerful and they cannot be trained to contain their power. For their own benefit, for the safety of everyone around them, they're made tranquil. Or in some cases it's used as punishment for those who practice the greatest of magical sins, that being rebelling against Templars, heightened levels of apostasy, including breaking out of the circle, or the big one, maleficers, blood mages. However, because something is supposed to be done in certain situations, doesn't mean it's always done that way. And Meryl, this will be the extra information that you know. You will know that nowadays, even if you're going for your harrowing, Templars will just make up a time period, and if you're a second over that time period, they'll either kill you, or if you do manage to come out of it, they might just decide to tranquil you anyway, just in case. You would also be aware that there is currently research being done in a circle located in Ferelden, whether it's Jainen or the Jainen Circle, you do not know, into how to reverse tranquility.
Okay.
But it's not getting a lot of attention, and therefore it's more like a pet project rather than an actual funded magical project. But yes, that is what the Tranquil are. The Tranquil's role within the Circle is to do the odd jobs. They deal with inventory, they deal with stocking, and since the partnerships with the Dwarves of Orzammar, they handle lyrium and they enchant things. So if your weapon is of high enough quality, you can have it enchanted by a capable Tranquil. Lisette will raise her hand, wave to you guys, say, "Hello, my name is Lisette. If you'll follow me, I'll take you to where your first job will be for tonight." Then she turns and starts to walk.
I'm so tense right now.
Aldrad, the peacock is going to look at you, and he's adopted like a whole new stance, one shoulder dropped, a whole new accent and everything. He goes, "Oi, mate, you gave us a hand with the work chest, eh?" And he grabs one end of the traveller's chest.
I think Aldrad will look to the peacock, look at the chest for a second, and just kind of try to more visually act out he's reasoning what he just said, and then give a nod. Just really trying to play up the fact that he doesn't speak trade tongue.
No,
or at the very
absolutely,
least
absolutely.
get some words.
So in that case, what I'd like you to do for me there is... I think that's going to be deception.
That would make the most sense, I would assume, unless there's a performance one.
I don't... Oh, wait, no, you're right, there is. I keep forgetting that there's communication performance.
Yep.
I guess you could pick which one you want. You could do deception or performance on that.
If they're both communication, which I think they are, they're both the same.
Okay.
I only have the persuasion focus.
Okay.
It's still a good roll. It's 14. Wait.
A 14?
That's a 14.
A 14's a pretty good roll, I'll give it to you. On a 14, the Templar just kind of "Oh, for God's sakes, hurry up, will you?" And then you hear him marching away and yelling at other Templars to go and do things. At which point, Peacock's going to turn back to you and go, "Nicely done."
The smile. It's he's doing his work, but he's all... Aldrid's definitely rubbed up his hair a bit because it's long, so it's a little bit ragged in his face. But there's through the hair, you can just see the smile.
And he picks up the chest, and you guys are able to head inside. The Circle of Jainen is very much like the majority of circles. Inside it is very bare. Grey stone walls, hanging tapestries look like they're red, and they have the Templar insignia on them. The Templar insignia being a sword with flames around the blade. Now, the one thing that's different here is you can actively hear the sound of chains and yelling coming from what appears to be a staircase leading down directly in the foyer.
This is where the slavers on the ship, they were the ones who were going to bring Kunari to become tranquil here at Jainen,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to...
So yeah, you can hear the sound of chains and the sound of yelling and shouting down lower levels. Oh. Oh, thank you very much for the raid, Mr. Hypester. Thank you so much for that. We got a raid. Thank you very much. Aldrad, you had your hand up. Did you want to do something?
I think while I'm carrying, can I make some kind of perception listening, or is it hearing for... Do I hear anything in Kunlot?
You can absolutely roll it, yes, by all means.
Especially knowing their... Yeah.
Can I do the same, but for Elwyn?
Yeah, by all means.
I'm gonna die this session. I'm rolling too well.
No.
It will all fall at
how's
the
it?
greatest of moments.
17.
On a 17 and 16, on a 16 you'll hear nothing in Elven, and on a 17 you'll hear nothing in Kunla.
Oh, I hate that more, actually. I don't know why.
Thank you very much for the follow there. Is it Rauder? I'm going to say Rauder. I hope that's correct. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, so you don't hear anything in that. And Lisette takes you towards that downward staircase, but then hucks a left and walks down the left corridor here, leading you into the west wing of the...
I'm gonna ask as we're hooking that left. I'm gonna be like, is that normal? Should we check that out?
She's going to turn, look at where you're gesturing towards the stairs, and say, "No, that's perfectly normal. That is where they are taken for the harrowing."
Ah, I'm gonna kind of glance at Meryl. I'll be like, "That's your like final test." As I'm looking back at the Tranquil.
Yes, we go to our harrowing in order to test ourselves and make sure that we are prepared for the challenges of being a mage.
Huh, interesting. Sounds like it's going great.
Oh no, if they're using chains, chances are they're going to be made tranquil, or they might be being executed.
Oh.
It is the consequences. Then she turns and just walks straight, keeps going down that left corridor.
Add one to the chest, I suppose.
Altrad gives Vesa a look of just like chipper.
She looks so uncomfortable.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
home.
Home.
Yeah, this is definitely her like making commentary and jokes to be like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
There's
what happens to the comic relief and horror, we all know.
Me anytime I go to a haunted house.
I think Kira's just way next just staring at the floor.
So, with that, as she hangs the left, takes you down this corridor, the sleeping quarters here are nothing compared to the ones you would have seen in the White Spire and Val Royal, Meryl. They're like prison cells. A bed, a bucket, not a whole lot of... There's like a desk and a place to write and a chair. That's it. Not what you would consider appropriate accommodations whatsoever. As you walk by, you see a lot of the mages that are here are fairly weathered looking. Quite a greyish pallor to their skin. Lizette doesn't pay them any mind, just keeps walking down this corridor. You must pass about 10 rooms on each side, each with mages in them. At the end of this corridor, there's a door with 2 Templars standing, full bucket helmets on with just the little slit here for the eyes. As Lizette approaches them, she takes out a symbol from her neck and shows it. They acknowledge it, then turn and unlock the door to this room, and they open it, and then you guys are hit with it. This horrific smell of decay. And I'm going to need everybody to give me...
Check.
It is going to be a con check, unfortunately.
You don't have good con? What are you doing?
I had
Can-
to put my stuff
I'm
upstairs.
I'm going to negotiate. I don't know if I can get any advantage here.
Okay.
But could I get a lower DC given that I grew up around corpses? I lived my life on a battlefield, quite literally. Just one lower number of the DC.
Oh,
So, I like the question, and please feel free to ask me in other circumstances. Being on a battlefield is not the
Little
same
different.
thing as being in a room with dozens of dead bodies. It's very hot and stodgy, and the decay marinades.
Yeah, totally.
So I do like the question, and definitely if you were walking through like a battlefield that had been ripe for a few days, I would maybe be at the point of going like, okay, you don't need to make this check, you're kind of there already. But this is a very different situation.
Nah, totally. Makes perfect sense.
what was the focus that we were doing, or is it
So-
just straight con?
I think the
That's
closest
amazing.
one, honestly, would probably be stamina.
Okay.
As stamina does say here next to it, enduring the effects of disease, fatigue, and privation. So I think that would kind of fit in with the idea of like trying to hold your stomach.
Gotcha. Would this count as exploration for stunt point purposes?
I would count this as roleplay.
Okay. 1 second. Let me get my binder. It's on the other side of the room.
No worries.
I got a
what
night-
you gotta do?
I got a 19 and 6 stunt points.
Oh, we love the 6 stunt
Oh,
points.
dang. I
I'm
got an
great.
11.
An 11 for Meryl. What did you get there?
9.
9. And Aldrad?
The rule with Chainbreaker is I have a focus in stamina, but I'm assuming only when I'm holding it, correct?
Chainbreaker is not on your person right now.
Yeah.
I understand the question coming from a D&D background. If you're attuned to something, even if you're not holding it, you sometimes still have the effect of it. Doesn't work like that in Dragon Age. So
Even with
yeah.
weapons, it's like you gotta be holding the thing. So
Yeah.
yeah. But that without the focus is
thank you very much.
13? Yes.
Okay, cool. So we got a 13, 11, 9, and 19 with 6 stunt points.
Mm-hmm.
Are the stunt points doing anything?
Maybe. Give me just a second.
For those of you who are in the chat and watching, if you're not familiar with the Dragon Age TTRPG, or if you're not familiar with the Dragon Age world, please feel free to ask any questions that you might have. Might be a couple of minutes before we answer them, but we will answer if we see them.
Okay, no, that's not. Problem is, most of the role-playing stunts are like, you do something, not just
Yeah.
recover.
Mhm.
But I will say that Tower of Will is 4, so I'm going to use that. Your success gives you a sense of your own brilliance and strength of character. For the rest of the current role-playing exchange, you gain a +1 bonus to any opposed test where an opponent tries to put you on emotional disadvantage, such as intimidation, impressing, bargaining, and so on.
Okay, cool. I like that. I like that indeed. So you kind of
I'm like, wow, I got stomach of steel.
So as you're all hit with it, it's a fairly pungent smell. So Vesa and who was my 13?
It's
That
Andrade.
was Aldrad. Vesa and Aldrad, you kind of managed to kind of steady yourself. Meryl and Tura, I'm very sorry. As this hit shoots up, and conveniently there are buckets around here. Whether you make it to one or not is your own choice, but you will find it quite difficult to hold your lunch, so to speak.
If the Tranquil turns around at all, I'm going to be like, it's their first time on the job. It's okay. It happens to all
She
of
doesn't
us.
seem entirely fazed by it.
Okay, then I'm probably not going to say anything then. Unless she turns around.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't at all.
Okay.
She just gestures to in the corner, very, very unceremoniously, where a bunch of bodies have just been chopped. And she just says, "The bodies are to be loaded up and taken out to the cart which you travelled here in, at which point they'll be taken away for disposal. Please be careful. Some of these were believed to have been possessed at some point, and there's no evidence to suggest if it lingers or not." Then she turns, walks to a chair in the corner, and sits down, very robotic, just sits down, hands on knees, and just stares forward.
Would I know if after death possession continues?
So that's actually something that nobody really knows. We know that, or at least you would know. We know that demons can possess dead bodies. We know that spirits from the Fade can possess dead bodies. But there's not any evidence to suggest that if a demon is possessing a body and then the body is killed, if the demon remains in it afterwards and the body reanimates.
Okay.
It's usually a, we have found a body, we are now possessing the body. So there isn't any evidence to suggest that. Also, it's fairly common practice anyway, if it's a mage that's died, you be careful with the body, because anything can fucking happen when magic's involved. This is within Dragon Age, in the world of Ferelden, not the world of Ferelden, the world of Thedas, sorry, magic isn't like D&D. Magic is very, very unstable, very, very temperamental, and the slightest little, like if you read a spell wrong in D&D, the spell doesn't work, and you go, ah shit, fuck, I pronounced something wrong. In Dragon Age, if the spell is off, demons pop up. Like, it's very, very unstable. So they're always treated with a little bit of care.
Cool. No doubt.
So, what do you guys want to do first?
Meryl's just like wiping off her mouth from throwing up.
I'm gonna look to the peacock for direction.
Peacock is gonna, right, let's get started then. And kind of make his way over to the pile of bodies and grabs a hold of one. And he'll turn and he'll point to, maybe not Meryl or Tira, he'll give them a second. He'll point to you, Vess, and say, "Oi, you, come and give us a hand with this one."
I go over to help.
As you go over, he's kind of like, makes out as if he's like, pointing and referencing to the best places to lift. And he's going to say, "Okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to try and get the Tranquil to take me to speak to the head Templar, citing some kind of bullshit reason for us not being able to do this work. I reckon, with my certain linguistic loquaciousness, I should be able to store this for at least half an hour. That's half an hour for you and the motley crew to get to the dorms, find Lucy, get her phylactery, get out." Now, he's then going to slap you on the back, like on the shoulder, and as he, like, so where you're standing, as he claps on your shoulder, like his hand comes over your shoulder like that, and then when he lets go, a piece of paper is going to, like a piece of parchment is going to fall down, like the front of your clothing, and into your hand. He's going to say, "What I've just dropped there is maps to the 4 levels of this tower. The children's dorms are on the 3rd floor. The phylacteries are kept on the 4th. I've marked where they are, and I've marked where the Templars patrols will come. Now we have someone inside who has told us that at this moment in time, for roughly half an hour, the Templars are not guarding floors 3 and 4. They are focusing on harrowings. So you have half an hour to get up there. Get the child, get the phylactery, and get back out. Good luck. And then he's going to stand up and go, oh, well, this just won't do it, will it? I mean, like, look at this, they're falling apart. We grab out of them, we lift up, and they just slough into a million bits. This is not acceptable at all. Oi, Lizette! And he's going to walk over, and I'm going to roll for him. I'm going to roll for him to see if he can do the do.
I would
Can
like
I
to
attempt
assist by saying, you're so right, boss. This is just... we can't work in these conditions.
Okie dokie. Tara, were you also going to try and assist?
Yeah, I was gonna like go over and like attempt to pick one up and keep dropping it over and over.
I am so happy you said that. Tara, as you stand up, I would like you to make me...
Is it gonna like smack you back?
Tara, I understand what you're going to think when I say this, but I'm going to have you do it anyway. I would like you to make me a strength might check.
Well, I guess if the point is to drop it...
You would think win or lose will make the point anyway. It's just how it happens. A 5 in total. So you grab hold of this and you pull. Now this is dead weight.
Yeah.
So as you grab hold,
Literally.
you realise that the skin on this humanoid that you're grabbing hold of is a dark grey. Kunari. So as you try and lift, the arms come up, but they're dead weight. So you're like until eventually you hear the sound of like wet cardboard tearing as the arms just flense themselves, and you stagger back. A kunari now from the elbows down, just bone, as you're now holding essentially the meat gloves.
I will just look up and be like,
You see what we're working with? You see this?
On that note, what I do want from you as well, Vesa, is I want a performance check from you. So that's going to be communication performance. And with one has proved the point anyway, because it was just funny to not have it happen. And this could also potentially lower the challenge rating for the peacock.
11 performance.
Just because it's the first time I've said it, just for the people watching at home, the peacock is the code name of an NPC. There is not a peacock in the room. A very cute peacock. Make all the boy peacocks go. What was the total you got there, Vesa? Sorry.
11.
11 in total, I will say, will be enough on this particular matter. It's not needing to be quite so much since Tura just degloved a person. So, here we go. Okay, we got a 6, a 2, and a 1, and then we are going for deception on that one. 6 and 2 and 1, adding on communication. I hate math. That's going to be a 17. Fantastic. With a 17. Immediately the Tranquil's like, yes, I can see why that would be a problem. In which point it's going to, well, you're just going to have to take me to your boss, so we're going to have a word about it. We need that proper equipment. We need hooks. We need chains. We need to... And obviously we're going to have to discuss the payment now that, specialist equipment is being used. And he physically takes her up and starts to walk out explaining this to her. And then he closes the door, leaving you guys in this room.
I give it like 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's the plan.
As a reminder, there are 2 Templars outside the door.
A whisper.
Thank you for that reminder. I had forgotten.
No, it's absolutely fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, so here's the maps. We need to find the phylactery and find Lucy. So, Meryl, you know circles best. Do you have any further insight to this situation?
Do I have further insight to this situation?
So, were this a circle in Orlais? Maybe. This is nothing like... The circle you were in was like a 5-star hotel compared to this. I mean,
Yeah,
you
she's
had
feeling very, ill.
you had like a goose down bed and shit. Like, these people here are sleeping on hay with a blanket. They probably came up to you at certain seasons of the year and gave you different blankets so you were comfortable. Val Royale is a whole different matter compared to what you have here in Jainen. So no, there's no specialist tips you can give.
She's got a 1,000-yard stare. Doesn't respond, really.
Okay.
Oh, that won't work.
What's your thought, Tara?
Nothing. Terrible idea. Move on.
Well, how do we propose getting past the Templars?
Aldred cracks his knuckles.
I will,
Option
in response to that, I'll flash my concealed short sword and be like, I like that plan.
Vitana's going to put her hands up and go, if I could propose a alternative idea.
Listening.
And she's going to reach up and she's going to undo the leather tie in her hair, throw her head down, shake her head out, and she's going to go, you, big one. Stand on the corner and just go based on the vibes, yes? She's telling you to stand on the inside of the door. And then she is going to...
Thanks.
And then she's going to move to the door, open it and stick her head out. And you hear, like, you know, muffled conversation through the door. Bit of laughing, bit of giggling. And I'm going to roll for it because there's actually an option for that in this. There's actually a seduce check. There's actually a
I was going to
seduction
use
check.
it.
Hey!
See, that was your. It's not a dumb idea.
That was
That
my
was
dumb idea.
That was right. Hold on. I'm going to do this
Time.
very quickly. We're going to go back to before she does that. That was going to be her plan. So, do you want to do that?
I have the specialization in it.
Do it! Seduce
Then-
them!
Do you know what? I say do it. I say if you would like to, of course. If you would like to. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So, Tura,
We'll be like, dumb idea, don't listen to me, and then I'll just start walking towards the door.
Statistically, Tira's dumb ideas seem to get us where we need to go.
I
Yeah.
know.
so okay. So, Tura, you get to the door. You open the door. What's the plan for during it, and what's the intent with the seduction?
I start off with like a casual joke, like about like needing a glass of water, like just being like, oh, you know, it's kind of hot in here. And then like we'll develop into like flirty little banter, and then just like very like pointed comments that are like, hey, like we don't have to hang out here, you know. I got like
Okay.
30 minutes while my boss is busy.
So your intent is to lead them away from the storeroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, with that being the question that's been asked, what I will say is, do you intend to take like weapons with you? Are you intending on taking them somewhere and then doing them in? What's the end game? Just so I know how to map it out for you.
I think the entire time I'm talking, behind my back, I'm waving for Aladrat to follow me.
Oh,
Right. Okay. Cool.
so to confirm that you want me to go with you, and then just
Like,
are we?
like a few, you know, like keep it that pace behind where they don't see you and like they're focused on my conversation. We move into another spot and you go back.
Sure.
Are
Okay,
you
in
doing
that
this
in-
to both the Templars?
I can do it to one.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
And Vitana can take the other.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing a double whammy on this. Alrighty. Okay,
We're two hot elves doing hot elf shit.
Two hot elves doing hot elf shit. Absolutely. Okay, cool. So, I would like you to start with your, it's a communication seduction, I do believe. So communication seduction. I'll do communication seduction for Vitana.
Should I take Chainbreaker with? I probably should, but
That's up to you to decide, buddy. Like,
I know I'm thinking on it.
I don't have my book with me.
Is Vitana gonna go with Tira, or is she gonna lead the other Templar in with?
I think
Merrill.
I think what Vitana's going to do is Vitana's going to be like, so as Merrill is doing the whole, we don't have to hang out here. Vitana's going to be like,
Meryl's
maybe
not.
part.
I was gonna say it's Tira.
Tira,
Merrill
sorry,
is
Tira,
not
sorry.
seductive.
There's too many. There's too many sounds in these elf
Tira.
names. Okay. Yes. Sorry, Tira. So while Tira is doing the whole, we don't have to hang out here. Vitana's going to be doing the whole, the finger walk up their arm kind of thing. She's going to be doing that and being like, perhaps you could show us where you like to steal a couple of moments free time. And then she's going to look down, then look back up and go, or longer. So, Tira, what was your seduction roll?
20 with 5 stunt points.
Wow.
Shit! Get it, Tira!
I don't have my book, so I can't do RP. Like, I don't know what the RP stunt are. But I think I'm gonna do the one that Abby did earlier.
So you can't be like overpowered emotionally by
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I can take a
Okey-dokey.
picture. Because that would. You said you had 5 stunt points?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there
You
a
could-
better one?
I was like, you could
could
add
do
Bon
flirt.
Mont to that as well. I'm going to send you a picture of the
Ooh.
list.
Thank you. Yeah, because my book's upstairs and that's.
Oh yeah, there's the flirt option.
Yeah. The person
is
could
the
become enamored with you.
Oh, I'm doing that. Fuck yeah, I'm doing that.
Ooh,
I'm doing
Yeah.
you become enamored.
And you still can use Bon Mont because that's only 4 stunt points.
Can indeed.
that.
This is so good.
I love
Okay.
stunt points.
Stunt points are such a good thing. So for those of you who are maybe new to the Dragon Age system, in Dragon Age, when you roll, there's nothing like a critical hit or anything like that. But sometimes when you roll, you get something called stunt points, which is little points you can spend on the rolls to affect how they're taken. So, for instance, making a seduction check, you can then add on stunt points to make it an incredibly flirtatious and therefore more successful seduction check. It's very cool, and it's why this system is very much better than Dungeons and Dragons. So, with that being a very successful one, so Vitana got an 18. They didn't get any stunt points on them.
That's the Texan.
But the Templars, the two Templars look at each other, look back, and then like, well, I mean, I suppose we could. I mean, it would be rude not to give them a tour. A tour would be perfectly within the reasonable. And I mean, like, our shift is changing in like 5 minutes anyway. So, I mean. And then they will allow you to lead them off. Vitana is going to go into a... She walks with this Templar, goes maybe 2 rooms down, and then just like grabs his hand, looks on the door, and then just like cocks her head, and he goes, well, in here is the oh, we lost it. People's faces have changed.
I'm so sorry.
Can't surprise us if I'm Bran.
No.
Dang it.
I haven't changed. Just everybody else has.
Dang it!
Yeah, ever since I got us that level, he's been putting himself at the top.
That is so valid.
I have learned the error of my ways. Everybody's good now. We're all good now. We're all good now. So, as they head away, Vitana takes him into the room to those, and he's like, oh, well, this is of course the accommodations of our mages, and as you can see, it's a fairly sturdy and safe place. And he shuts the door and he goes, "See, door, lock," and you hear the lock, and then you suddenly hear muffled sounds, and you hear very exaggerated from Vitana's point of view.
Oh gosh.
Before. And that goes on like maybe like a minute or so before you then start to hear the sound of like metal floundering around, and then it goes quiet. Tira. That all happens after you have walked ahead, and Aldrad, as soon as that door closes behind Vitana, you are free to move ahead with them if you would like.
I am moving so I didn't put on my armor. Yeah, I figured that
Okay,
would fuck up my
that's
chance of
absolutely
being any. He did grab Chainbreaker,
That's
I would
okay.
say that, and he's attempting to like. There's this. You know what he's probably doing? He's probably got the loop for Chainbreaker tied around like his waist so that it stays. It's behind his back, so it's as much under the cloak as it can be, but it's still not like.
Okay.
He's not like holding an arm behind him. He's trying to conceal it. It's a great sword. Not doing a great job. But like he's not just walking around with it. But he is going to try and stealthily keep his distance from wherever Tira ends up.
Okay,
Don't
cool.
forget
No
that
worries.
you can have a temporary focus.
I was literally just about to say, when do
Okay.
I have to claim this focus? Because I
You
did
can-
say at the end of last session.
That's absolutely fine. So if you want to claim it now and put it in stealth for this session, you can certainly do that, and it will be in effect for this session.
Then I would love to do that.
So you're using your temporary focus for this session in stealth.
Yes.
Then as
So-
you're walking, I am going to need a stealth check from you.
Well, then you know what? I'm glad I did.
It's
like you God.
knew it was coming.
Well, that's.
Oh
that's
god,
your
was that a
point.
good oh god or a bad oh god, or was that like a Vitana oh god?
The monkey paw is a curlin, and
Oh,
I'm being like
no!
no is a curlin, as
Oh,
in like
okay.
I got a good result, but I'm just
Okay.
being like every good roll I get counts my timer down. I'm going.
I rolled a
Countdown,
20.
countdown.
I'm so scared.
So that's. I don't think I needed the focus, but it was good to have it. 17.
Okay. I'll roll for the Templar to see if he somehow sees you. Okay, hold on. That actually might be a decent roll. Perception, hearing. So he rolled a 6, a 4, and a 4. Not.
Oh, gosh.
So he does get stun points on that. So that is a total of 14 already. I don't know what their perception is, but I'm going to go and check it. Jumping to Game Master's Guide. Jumping to adversaries, jumping to.
It only has to be the one.
Pupils of Thedas. No, it's a 17 he has to beat. He rolled a 14. So we
I
just
did the
have
math
to-
wrong.
It's okay, I
let's
did
see.
math wrong too. I was thinking that he'd rolled a 16, so.
Yeah.
I did too.
Perception. Perception is a 0 with no focuses.
Excellent.
So a 14 does not cut it, even though it's a very good roll, and the stun points.
He's also
don't actually help him.
infatuated, so
There's that. There's also the fact that it gives them the stunts they're allowed to use, and well, that's not one of them. So he does not
Hearing's
hear
not
you.
one of them?
So as you're falling, Tura, the Templar leads you guys down. You know, passes through. You can know the kind of entrance for you, and it's like this is our storeroom here. The storeroom's quite a nice place. It's quite quiet, and we keep quite a lot of extra materials back here. Yeah, you'd be welcome to come in and sit. And he's going to open the door and invite you into the storeroom.
right.
Thank you.
Do you like it?
So as you go in the storeroom, shelves covered in all kinds of weird and wonderful ingredients and materials. Down at the end, there's a wall with like racks of staffs. Just staffs all along. And then there's what looks like a there is what looks like just like a bundle of like fresh linens and sheets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Aldrad, the Templar in his haste has forgot to close the door behind him.
Oh,
So
how rude
you're-
of him.
I know, right? Such a bad mannered man.
I think then
Which,
I don't know
Go ahead.
where Tira's gonna bring. Oh, I'm about to say, can I assume with the description of the room, is Tira going to bring this guy towards the fresh linens with the idea?
I think it's more like the guy is taking, like the Templar
Guy's
is taking
taken. Good.
Tira towards there, and the idea that
Okay.
I'm like 5 foot. I'm not taking anyone anywhere. I'm being taken. Thank you.
Now with that attitude, come on.
Yeah, really.
so leads you towards that. Aldrad, you are still free and clear, sneaking up behind. Nobody spotted yet.
I've definitely shut the door as quietly as I could.
I'm going to need another stealth check on that one.
Perfectly
Then I'm afraid.
fine. Perfectly fine. That's
Um,
cocked.
The reason
That's good.
being that like all these old medieval doors, wooden.
They're
with metal
creaky.
Yeah. There's also the latch as well. Because as you close it, it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's even better. 19.
What is happening?
19.
I'm gonna
Uh,
die.
I'm so
This session
nervous.
is gonna happen.
That's a total of 12 there. So, yeah, it doesn't hear you closing the door. You're free and
He's
clear,
weirdly
Aldrad.
distracted.
Just he's I don't know. His mind seems to be focused on something else.
Hang on a minute. Could I now question? How could I coup de grace him?
They do call it sleeping with.
In this particular instance, I get the mentality, but I'm going to have
Yeah.
to say no, because otherwise, anytime a rogue snuck up on anybody, they would get to. Wait, actually, hold on.
Sure.
I think they actually do get to coup de grace if they manage to sneak up on somebody. So let me just double check that.
That's why I'm asking here.
Let me go and double check here. Let's see. Combat encounters, killing. Let's see. Delivering coup de grace. A dying or unconscious character can be killed
Unconscious.
by coup de grace. Any
Okay.
adjacent enemy can perform a coup de grace as a major action, and this automatically kills the target. Yeah, so unfortunately, it does specifically state dying or unconscious.
Yeah.
I doth apologise.
No.
Okay, you can just
I
turn the guy inside out.
was about to say, well, if he's fully
Or
focused
half.
on that,
That's okay. I'll just crush the helmet with his head inside it. Like, it's fine.
I did bring Chainbreaker, so I'm trying to think of like,
Like
What's
a
the
nice
best
little
there.
soda can.
I'm right there. Don't do that.
what's the best way to go about this?
My little soda pop.
The thing is, I feel like snapping a neck is as equal strength as it is dexterity. This would literally just be, hey, you ever seen a soda can, an empty soda can, and somebody get stepped on? Imagine that be in someone's head, except with two fists like that.
I'm right there. Don't do that.
I now can't get that out of my head. Just my little soda
The
pop.
soda pop. I think
Tira's just in the background, like, you're all I can think of every time I drink.
I like to think I need this animated of Tira doing the soda pop dance, and in the foreground that's Tira, and then blurred in the background is Aldrad just like 1A
Wailing on a guy.
One.
If anybody watching right now is an animator, I will pay you for this, please. Please get in touch.
I guess if there's no coup de grace, then Aldrad's probably going to try and. Don't think I can kill him in one hit, but he's definitely going to aim for the neck so that he can't speak. Or, like, the only noise he's going to be able to make is clanging, basically. So, yeah, I think Aldrad's just going to be like, good a spot as any to die. With hopefully, I don't know how Tira's positioned, but hopefully with Tira in front of the Templar, Aldrad like basically flanking the Templar, not for any advantage per se, but just so that Tira knows now.
Okay.
I conveniently get on my knees, and then there's like this thump noise. I don't know, and then he falls over. It's weird. Dodging the sword.
Okay,
I'd say
so in
that's
that
like-
case, what I'm going to say is, roll for your attack.
Sure.
So that is going to be swing with Chainbreaker, so it's going to be a strength-based attack. You're going to get a +2, because I believe you have the heavy blades focus.
I do. Yes.
So you got a +2 on the attack roll for that as well.
I Bran, I need to talk about Aldrad stuff with you so I can give you more shit to like fuck this character up, because I don't like how high he rolls sometimes. It's just like I feel like I need to be more cursed. Anyway.
I need more punishment.
I need more, yes. So it's +2 set. So
is it Will Wheaton that has the cursed dice? See if you can find him at a con.
Yes.
Yes, I probably needs to balance it out. A lot of
I'll
math.
take the
Sorry,
curses.
Bran.
I'll have my character die, and your character can have all the good luck.
No. Sorry
Shut
about
it.
that.
So
She's
Have
already
faith in
almost
me.
died. It's fine.
so you're carving with Chainbreaker. What was your attack roll in total?
Math is what it is.
Math.
24 with 6 stunt points.
24 with 6 stunt points. Well, I mean, I'll check. You more than double the defense rating here.
Am I allowed to say this was an all-out attack at this point? I know I probably should have said that before. If that's
No. You can take it as an all-out attack.
Cool. Okay. Where are
With a defense rating of 12,
Oh gosh.
you're going to cut through them.
Okay.
Imagine trying to just do my best Vesta impression and make out with a Templar, and then his head gets cut off. It's
Wait a second.
What?
Yo. Sorry.
What we're
keep going
learning
with
is
that.
Templars are easy.
What's that? Religiously
We knew,
oppressed
babe. We
Catholic
knew.
schoolboys are easy?
we knew.
Who'd have thunk it? You know?
Speaking as one, yeah, we're easy as fuck.
So, question, Bran.
Yes.
You can't use the same kind of stunt, correct? Like, if you use one, you can only use that even if you have the same...
So you can use multiple stunts of the same type, i.e. if you get combat stunts points, you can use multiple combat stunt points, unless it specifically says that you can stack these, because it does say that. I think it's the +1 one that says you can stack this up to 3 times.
Okay, no, because Mighty Blow says you inflict an extra 1d6 on your attack. It doesn't state that I can't stack it?
Let me look at it. Okay, so Skirmish says you can move yourself or the target of your attack 2 yards in any direction for each stunt point you spend, and it says next to it 1+. If it says like a number with a plus next to it, you can use that multiple times.
That makes perfect sense.
Mighty Blow is just you deal an extra 1d6 damage. You cannot stack that. However, you got 6 stun points, you said?
I did.
Lethal Blow is right there.
See, that's my thing, here's the thing. I'm debating something right now, and I'm trying to... There's a power gamer move in me that's just like, but what about Pierce Armor that then just halves that, but it's also like...
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I ask same type because could I do Lethal Blow and Mighty Blow together, because the Journeyman style, thanks to this, the sword, gives me the bonus of Mighty Blow only costing 1 stunt point. So I could add an extra 3d6.
So in that instance, you can do that, because Lethal Blow and Mighty Blow are 2 different stunts. So in that instance, yes, you can, which is really, really good Dragon Age math. This is what I talk about when I say Dragon Age can be quite crunchy, but once you get a hand of the math crunch, you realise the shit that's open to you. So you can add on an additional 3d6 of damage to this carving, using all 6 of your stun points if you want to.
I'll effectively crit him, because that's just a Chainbreaker thing again.
Yeah, that's essentially a crit, yeah. So that's a total of 66 plus your strength.
I'll add it all up together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am about to get sprayed with blood.
Old Harry treatment.
Okay,
Yep.
hold on. You have to divide these up in 10s, I think. And there.
Just put on hand cream. My hands are dry.
Mine are stone.
Food.
I understand that.
I bought Christmas cookie and gingerbread latte hand cream like 2 years ago, and then lost it, and I found it today.
Yay! There is this like coffee and whiskey one that Bath and Body Works only sells around fall, or no, I'm sorry, Christmas, and I am looking forward to it. Trying to find it again. He's not a mage, correct? Templars
He's
aren't
not a
mages.
mage. No, they're in fact the opposite of mages.
I about to say, yeah, they're like basically plants.
Any
Actually, no,
benefits you
tranquil
get
are.
for attacking mages actually become detriments to attacking Templars.
Oh no, he gets +4 to his fucking armor then because of my willpower. No, so that's 30.
30. Okay.
-5 from his whatever his armor is because of Chainbreaker.
So -5 from the armor.
Yes.
That's the point I was going to get to there. I was about to just remind you of that. Okay. So, you carve down, right? Now, Templars, the basic Templars, are wearing full plate armor.
Mhm.
So we are talking full armor rating of 8. So you carved it. So that armor rating becomes 3 though because of Chainbreaker. This is its whole thing.
Yeah.
So as you carve down, 30 becomes 27.
Cool.
Templars have 25 hit points. So you
Oh.
bring this sword up, and you. How do you want to do it? This is a
I'd say
one-hit.
because it's like stealth. There is like Aldred wants to go with like there's like the Kunari part of him that's like effective but also fucking brutal. So he almost wants to like swing all of his might and send this guy effectively ragdolling into the wall. However, he's not going to do that because there's another part of him. It has this deep hatred of this being in front of him. He doesn't like Templars because they're dicks, but this is something that feels like it's been pent up over a lifetime. He's a little uncertain as to why. He listens to that, and so instead he wants to go with quiet, but maximum, like, pain, basically. So instead of this big slash down, as he pulls Trainbreaker up, he actually swaps it to more of a plunging motion, and will send it right here through him. So he cannot scream, he can only gurgle, and he becomes, like, pinned to the ground, basically.
Okay. Brutal. Very, very brutal.
And if I may say this as well, Tira can see in this moment, as he holds the blade, Aldred's like shaking. His eyes are that vibrant purple, but they look like regular eyes. The second that like the blade is in the Templar, the eyes are full purple, and then they're back to normal in like a second.
I approve this. I approve of this very much. But I always approve of things that kill Templars. There's barely a gurgle out of this guy.
Oh, jeez.
Barely a gurgle as this blade comes down. This guy is impaled into the floor. There's that kind of brief of like arms flailing as if trying to grab the blade before just floor flooded with blood. Luca would have so much fun here.
Aldred just
Poor Tira.
sorry. Oh, more getting the blood on you. Not that. I hope that was at least mildly cathartic.
Now you're all right.
Never better, actually.
Like, we don't have time to dive into it now, but I want to have a chat when we're back.
I think that you might be one of the people that I should have this chat with, actually. But we have pig blood to clean up.
I'm not cleaning shite. I just push him off to the side. And
I think I'm gonna like. I feel like we shouldn't just leave him in the storeroom, but like, I feel like you know what Aldred's gonna do.
What's going to happen? A Tranquil's going to find him and be like, "Oh, there is a dead Templar. Hell." Hell.
You know what Aldred's gonna actually do? Not gonna try and clean up all the blood on the floor. The fresh linens. Just gonna take fucking as many as I can, and I'm gonna wrap the Templar up to make him easier to carry, and also stop any bleeding.
Just gonna
throw him in
just gonna throw all the linens on top of this.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna try and carry him and throw him into the corpse room. Who's gonna fucking check?
Oh, that's going to be a difficult stealth check.
I figured it would be, yeah.
One, because of how you killed this guy, he's going to be trailing blood.
Yeah.
You're also going to get covered in blood, and he is. You might not be wearing armor. He is.
Yeah.
Could always take it off.
I might have to leave him here. I
Just leave
want
him here.
to. What?
Aldred, we have
Ah,
time.
fine.
Crunch.
I'm gonna
Gotta
kick him in
go.
Kicks him. Like, you know what? Not even picking him up. He's like, and then he kicks him in the head and he keeps going with Tira.
Okay.
I return to the
Guys.
room, soaked in blood.
Okay. I'm going to jump back to Meryl and
Yep.
Vesa.
Yep.
Now, as they disappear off to the storeroom, and Vitana comes out of the room, closes it behind her, looks at you guys and just says, "Much quicker than I expected."
Well, we should probably get to looking for both Lucy and her phylactery.
Not without my accoutrement. And she's going to go kick open the chest and she's going to take out her rapier and her dagger, give them both a swish, and then fasten them to her belt. And very quickly she starts, very, with no modesty whatsoever, just starts pulling off the clothes and pulling on her leathers.
I'm gonna grab my stuff too.
I'm gonna grab my bow and basically be Dalish from Inquisition, being like, "It's a bow," every time they ask about her staff.
My favourite part of Inquisition is at the beginning if you're playing as a mage and it's like, drop it, put the weapon down, and it's like, okay, but I don't need that to be dangerous.
Yeah, it's a good one. So, yeah, I figure we'll meet back up with Aldred and Tira en route.
Did
Absolutely,
Tira
yeah.
grab her stuff? Oh wait, she probably
No.
wouldn't have had a chance to. I'm gonna grab her stuff and carry it with me.
There's a set of
Thanks.
armor in there.
Vitana will grab the armor.
I'm like,
I was
Meryl
gonna say,
has 8 strength. Like, that's not happening.
We saw how well it went when the other mage tried to pick something up, okay? Like, let's not repeat.
And as you guys get to here, you guys kind of both meet at the through the foyer in like the kind of mid part of this corridor. You meet up with each other. And Vitana is going to look to you, Aldred, look to the room next to it and say, "In there, go and get changed." And just kind of shove the armor into your arms and shove you into that room.
I think there's like this moment of, it's not like loud in there, but like took a while initially to get it all off, but Aldred comes back out, I think in like a minute and a half, it's all back on somehow. Like it's all back on and his eyes are just glazed over.
I am
Like this just like Kunari ready
know
to kill.
It's fantasy world. We'll see. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes on
2
that.
minutes,
Like,
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I would say,
and
what's
you
the
get-
fastest, what is the humanly fastest way I could put on all this armor? That. Because like, just a lifetime of training of putting on armor.
I know you said it wasn't loud, but I am mentally hearing like trash can lids and a cat in the
Oh, it's
background.
perfect. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm hearing? Imagine like the old cartoons where Superman would go into the phone box and it would just spin around, and the phone box would shake, and then he would come out and just close one. Imagine that, but if the noise was realistic. Just a whole bunch of metal banging off of stone all over the place. But yeah, from here, you can see that the staircase that will take you up. So it's, for those of you that haven't played the games, I will try and describe this as best as possible, but for those of you that have, you will understand the frustration here. The way the circle is laid out, all of them are laid out very specifically, in that no staircase goes like a normal staircase. It doesn't go up, 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 up. It goes up, and then you have to go to the opposite side of the floor, and then go up. And then opposite side of the floor again, then up. And it's done in that very specific manner, so that if people are trying to escape, they have to go a longer distance. I believe the only outlier of this rule is the circle in Kirkwall, but that's because that wasn't originally a circle. It was very literally originally a prison. So,
which has other barriers to exit.
Which has other barriers to exit, namely angry, racist Templars.
Yeah.
You think these Templars are bad? Go to Kirk. Do you know what? One day I'll have you guys break into Kirkwall. You will all die. That's even before you get in. You'll just get to Kirkwall and they'll shiv you.
To be fair, they're not letting anyone in right now, so...
I was just about to go there. Okay. So, from the map that you're looking at, the first floor up seems to be just dorm space, with a central room kind of like for like milling about, fraternizing. The second floor seems to be the teaching spaces. Then the third floor seems to be like where the teachers and the young children of like mages would stay. And then the fourth floor seems to be the senior enchanter, the first enchanter, the knight commander, and then a wide open room which isn't labelled as anything. Most likely this would be where the phylacteries are kept. So in order to get to that first staircase, you have to go through the foyer, over to the corridor directly facing this one, where the staircase is in the first door to your left.
Okay.
I will ask the question, are you guys moving stealthy, or are you guys moving quickly?
Well, Peacock said that there was going to be 30 minutes with no Templars, right?
30 minutes with no Templars, and so far, I will be generous and say 5 minutes have gone.
And we have notes on those maps of when the patrols are anyway.
You have notes on this map that will tell you where Templars will be, should it exceed the 30-minute mark.
Got it.
But for right
Cool.
now, on the third and fourth floor, there will be no Templar presence, as at the moment they're going through harrowings.
Yeah. I am pro moving quickly, but I am definitely like ready to sort of take on meek little mage at the drop of a hat. If I turn a corner and see a Templar, I'm gonna go, oh, my bad.
Oh no, not a Templar! Do
Ignore
have
my
pity on
bow!
me,
Yeah. It's
It's
a
a toy,
strap.
son. Just but a toy. I was playing.
It's an
Okay.
aiming crystal.
So the question I will ask you guys, as we get to this point, do we want to take a break, or do we want to just go through for the slightly shorter session?
I'm good to keep going if everybody else.
We're
I'm good.
we're verging on to the maybe another hour and a half of play
Great.
point. So everybody good to go through, or do we want to take like a quick 5 minutes for like a bio break kind of thing?
Yeah, let's take a 5.
Sure.
Biobag.
We'll take a wee
Let's
5.
do that.
So what
That's
we're going to do,
fine,
guys,
yeah.
is before we start moving forward, please don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take a quick 5-minute bio break so I can let all my players do what they do.
I
And
need water.
We'll be back in 5 minutes, very literally 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll see you after our break.
Woo!
Hey everybody! Just over 5 minutes, so I do apologise, but we are back. And when we left off, our party was moving forward, about to go up to the first floor. Now, as you're going quickly, I am going to say there will be no stealth checks. It will be me creating a target number, and anybody you pass by will be rolling and seeing if they hit that target number. Okay? So, as you move through the foyer, nothing there. You get to the staircase taking you up to the first floor.
Don't we want to go down to the third floor?
You're on the ground floor.
Oh, I get it. I'm so sorry. I thought we
Number
were
go up.
on the first floor, and I thought we were going down. I'm
Number
so
go up.
sorry.
Not
So-
like a parking
So
lot.
dumb.
I also just realised you guys are American, so you guys go. You're on the first floor, then you go 2, 3, 4.
We're kind of a mixed bag, actually.
This is
You will
right,
sometimes
okay.
get ground floor, sometimes
Right,
you'll get
so
first floor.
in the UK, you always have ground, first, second, third, fourth. So this is you're on the ground floor. Below you would be the basement floor. So above you is the first floor.
So then do we want to be stealthy because we know the first two floors could have Templars on them?
We've already committed.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay! I did it without the understanding.
We've already
'cause I'm
committed.
dumb.
I like the idea of maybe going, because what's on the second floor again? That's like the meeting area.
So the first floor is the
First floor.
main
Sorry, first floor,
accommodations plus the meeting area. The second floor is the teaching spaces and library. Third floor is
kiddos.
is the teachers, like the kind of higher up mages that are afforded a little bit more comfort and such, and the children's dorms. And then above that is a floor with only 3 rooms. One very, very large room that takes up the majority of the floor, and then the first enchanter, and then the knight commander's offices.
I'm gonna propose that we stay moving quickly, but we do it in such a way that looks like we are a trio of mages with our Kunari Tranquil.
Alright.
Our giant
Okay,
Kunari
then.
in full metal plate with a giant ass
I
sword
think
on
I'm
his
actually
back.
I think I'm actually in a version of Shane. I'm not in plate.
Okay. Still. Still.
Yeah, I think it,
Anyway, but point is basically like moving through without just looking like a bunch of randos running through the hallway.
yeah.
That's fair.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm in Shane.
we are a bunch of randos running through the hallway, though.
But we don't need to tell everybody that.
They don't have to know that we know that they know we know.
I'm still like genuinely probably covered in blood. So like,
I know. Meryl tried to give you a little bit of her
nope,
clothes,
didn't take it.
and it probably... You didn't take it? Rude.
Yep.
Accept my kindness.
How dare you turn down a gift?
Yep.
But Meryl loves
take-
people.
Take it
No.
off. I would rather die.
Fine then, I'm gonna...
Yeah, really.
Okay. So going up to the first floor, as you make your way up the stairs, there's the dice. Okay. Immediately, as soon as you go upstairs, you run straight into 3 mages just standing talking. Who? Oh. Hello.
Hail and well met, fellow mages.
Howdy do, fellow mages. Hi, I'm a human and I like doing human things like eating bread.
Complaining all
And
the
complaining all the
exactly.
Do you know what? Vesta, give me a deception check. Get a communication deception, please.
got
Just for the shits and grins.
That
Actively roll my
It's-
eyes behind Vesta.
that is way better than it has any right to be.
Hi.
14.
how to describe this entire session. That went way better than it had any right to.
It really does.
These are not the these are not the droids you were looking for.
Really?
Like, yes, fellow mages. Hi. Are you going anywhere? Are you? Why are you in such a? Who's the canary?
Oh,
These are tranquil.
Hello.
yeah.
Okay. So
I have to fight so hard to keep a grin.
Meryl, I am going to need a fairly high communication deception check from you because he's kind of missing the mark on the forehead.
Yeah, I know.
Since Tira and Meryl said that at the same time, could Meryl have a bonus?
So it's kind of difficult to do bonuses. What I will say is I'll lower the DC.
Okay, that's like not terrible, and I got 5 stump points, so...
Okie
I'm guessing
dokie.
this is role-playing.
Hit him with a sarcastic remark.
I think this is role playing, I would believe, but I don't know if Fran
Hit him with that
God.
Bon Mott.
That says roleplay.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my pen.
So the roll's like not fantastic. It's not bad either. It's a 13.
It's not bad.
Okay.
But
Any stunt points you would like to use on it?
Let's see.
Is there a hey, look over there at some point? Because that would be ideal.
Or hey, we were doing makeovers, and that's why you can't see the mark on the forehead.
Is there a stunt point for? Oh my god, a distraction!
I'm gonna use stunned silence.
Silence. Yes, I knew it.
Because I'm so impressive that I leave all of them dumbfounded and unable to speak for at least a round. So I think she's gonna think of like some of the really authoritative mages that were at Valroyo and try to channel that.
Okay.
With just like her sternness and her confidence, which she doesn't have any, but she can pretend. And just be like, this is our tranquil. We're on business. I need you to get out of our way right now.
Okie dokie. Right. Okay.
Maybe have like a little magic like crackling off of her.
Oh. Let me just double check. Where is?
While you're checking, I think Tira leans over to like Vesta and is like, "Why was that hot?"
Because Meryl has no confidence, so anytime she shows some confidence, it's like, oh, there is a person in there.
I think Aldred has to fight every fucking bone in his body to not just like take a step back, like, damn, what?
Damn.
Okay, let me just see here. What was it used at stun silence?
Yeah. They're just
outside
like,
comments.
wow, how powerful is she? Or they're just
So,
like,
you tell them that they need to get out of the way, and they go, okay, and they just kind of.
she's just gonna like start walking forward even before they move. She's just like plowing forward.
I think now, taking a cue with how powerful Meryl is projecting to be, Aldred is going to like basically flank her, because I don't know, Tranquil don't seem to have many thoughts or opinions. So he's just going to be like, powerful person in charge. Follow them.
Follow the powerful person.
For sure.
Okay. You follow them around.
Follow the powerful person.
Instead of going around Downton Edge, you get to the where there's a doorway into the center of this circular building, and if you walk through there, you'll walk through the kind of communal space and get to the other side, but it could mean walking past other mages, or you can go right round the entire outer rim. What would you like to do?
What's faster?
Going through the communal space, definitely.
But if we get stopped, it's not faster.
We should
Right.
probably go around.
Yeah.
Maybe stealthily now
Fine.
because it's a common space. Maybe here. Maybe not start the whole thing stealthily, but here's not a bad idea to be stealthy.
Fair enough.
Fine.
Just for now. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Whatever. I say this like I don't have like a proficiency in stealth and also a good dexterity score. Like,
I had
So
taken
what are
the
you doing? Are you just going around the
temporary
outer rim, or
focus for it.
going around the outer rim? Cool. You go
Yeah.
around the outer rim. Again, I'll make the one roll. Nope, nobody comes across you. You just go around and you get to the other side. The other staircase is right there, which will take you up to the second floor, where there is a classrooms and and a library and such like that.
Just keep
Going
going.
up those stairs, as you make your way up those stairs, you begin to hear the sounds of a class being taught.
Oh, stealth.
Uh,
Sneak past the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
you
Don't want to
can hear,
disturb the folks in the library.
For Meryl, Vesa, and well, actually, maybe not. All of my elves who here speaks and understands Elven. Oh, all of you, good. The class is being taught in Elven, and there's as they're speaking and they're talking about magic that was once forbidden and was lost for so long, but now has begun to make its way back to Elven people. And then you hear a word that they mention when talking about this magic. And they say, the entire sentence they speak is, were you home in a Dalish clan, and were you raised from a first, you would be taught the magic of keepers to prepare you for your time where you would lead your clan. As there is no clan here, I will be educating you in the ancient magics of Dalish keepers. And then you feel that familiar thrum of magic. And you hear the sound of like gnarled roots and tree bark cracking. You have your choice, as was before. You can go all the way around to the other side, or you can try and go through the central classroom.
Really want to peek. I really want to peek.
My concern is, what if Lucy's in the class?
I know.
Oh wait, no, she's
Do
human.
we,
She's
do we
human.
know what Lucy looks like?
No.
Okay, we're vibing that one. I mean, if it's an
Or
elf,
did the
sure.
peacock give us a description? I don't have it in my notes.
He said
That's how
that
she's
been
he
April.
said that Lucy is the youngest person in the circle.
Mm-hmm. And also said that she would probably be in the dorms, which are on floor 3.
Mm-hmm.
So probably the best place to start is the dorms, but there is that part of me that's like, what if she's in the class?
Can I peek? Is that allowed?
Just
like,
a
I'm
quick
fine
peek.
with us averting, but I just want to see who just claimed that they're going to be teaching them keeper magic.
You can certainly try, but it will be a stealth check.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I am on the bet.
Oh no!
Oh no!
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 I mean, it's still a 10, but it's only a 10.
So
I
you
rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Oh
Ooh.
gosh!
you open the door just a little bit. And as you're kind of leaning your head in, there's a group of about maybe 20, 25, very clearly elder mage students. You know, everybody here seems to be at least in their mid-20s. Looking at the door, very, you're late for your college class and you walked in mid-lecture. And standing in front of them is an elf, a femme presenting elf. very obvious markers of Valicin on her face. And she has her hair in kind of like a weird mix of like hunter's top knot and librarian bun. And as you look, she goes, "Can I be of help to you at all, child?"
No, I went into the room. I apologize. I just start slowly closing the door.
Okay. I'm going to need a deception check from you there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
That's way better.
because of
15.
because of the specificity here, I will be rolling an empathy check from this particular NPC.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I got a 15, so.
Okay.
Guys, I fucked it.
I hate when the math takes a while.
Yeah, it's not comfy.
Okay. She narrows her eyes at you as you close the door, but she doesn't say anything. She doesn't seem to pursue anything like that. Are you following the rest of the party round?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking. Yeah, no, I'm back out.
Okay.
As I catch up, I'm like, guys, I fucked up.
It's okay. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Moving. We're moving
Cover
so
your feet around.
fast.
Other side. Up the stairs, you're now on the 3rd floor, and immediately the entire vibe has shifted. Everything's much quieter here. As it's, it's early morning. Kids are probably still in bed.
Oh yeah, it is like the wee hours.
You're looking at maybe just pre-dawn, like maybe 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And they're having class?
At the elder mages, yeah.
What is this, extra credit?
No, we're Dalish. We're up at the crack.
So at this point, you've kind of got an idea of where the rooms tend to sit. There will be a kind of, like I said, a kind of communal space in the middle for the kids to kind of play in and stuff like that in their free time. But the rooms, their bedrooms, are going to be all along the outer rim. So are the teachers' bedrooms. So you have to think very carefully here, guys. Yes.
Did the map get marked at all?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Absolutely brilliant. If you look at the map, it will specify which ones are the kids' dorms.
Oh, good.
The kids' dorms are not the dorms immediately as you come up to the floor. They're the ones round by the stairs.
On the other side from where we entered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Does it split in two ways, or is it just one
No,
hallway?
this one is as you come up the stairs. There is a wall here, so you have to go round to the other
Okay,
side.
okay.
If you were to continue going round, you would just hit a wall.
Okay. Then yeah, let's hurry and check these rooms. And
Should we do this stealthily? If people are sleeping?
I mean, we definitely shouldn't go banging doors open.
We're not drop kicking the doors?
Are there names on the doors to indicate?
There are names of the teachers on the doors.
But none for the kids. Do I recognize any of the teachers' names? I know I won't, but I just want to see.
You can roll for me.
Okay.
What would it be? Let me have a look at what we have available. I would like you to roll for me. Let's call this. Oh god, I actually don't know which one it would be. Bear with me just a moment while I have a look through all the focuses. Because there's not really a history check per se. So
Historical lore.
Historical lore is like important events and personalities from the past.
Gotcha.
About religion.
I think honestly, as much as I don't entirely like it, historical lore is going to be the best one for it.
Okay.
So yeah, a historical lore check, please.
Okay. Oh yeah, no. No. That was an 11.
No,
Well,
you don't
I get 3
recognize.
stunt points.
Do you want to use the stunt points for anything?
Is this roleplay or
This would be
exploration?
exploration.
Maybe I'll do that makes me wonder. So I make a perception test at no additional cost and time to discover more information about the surroundings or the object of my test.
Sorry, say that again.
So that makes me wonder. It's 3 stunt points, and it says I can make a perception test at no additional cost in time or resources to discover more information about your surroundings or the object of your test.
Okay.
I don't know if that would help me, though. That would just be like me noticing things. So I don't know if that would help. Given I'm trying to, like, learn names. That's the only one that I was like,
that was
maybe.
efficient search, yeah?
No, it's that makes me wonder.
Oh, that makes me wonder. Sorry, I was looking at
Yeah.
completely the wrong one.
But I don't know if it actually makes sense. Because she's just trying to remember, do I know any of these names? So.
I mean, that does seem to be really the only one that would make sense, but again, it doesn't really do much for you if you don't really succeed on it. So
we're just going to be like, nah, she doesn't know. She doesn't know anybody.
Yeah, you don't recognise any of the teachers' names.
Cool. To the children's room.
Okay. Making your way following the curvature of this floor around, you eventually get to a point where there's no more teachers' names on doors. It's just doors. Just typing up a note here, guys. Thank you very much. The doors seem to be unlocked.
We're just gonna have to crack each one and go, Lucy.
And otherwise look for a young mage.
Yep.
I'm wondering, while people are trying to look for Lucy, if some of us should go up to find her phylactery in case some of the kids alert the teachers to strangers.
I think that's not a bad idea.
I also don't think Vesa will have the slightest clue how to figure out which phylactery is hers.
I think
I know!
to
I can do that!
I was about to say, I think Vesa and Vitan probably should be the ones looking for Lucy. And if Meryl knows how to identify phylacteries, then Meryl should probably
Do
go
I
out
actually,
and-
before I say that, do I do that?
That would depend. You're going to have to make me an Arcana lore check.
Okay.
But it's going to have to be real. Dealing with the phylacteries is usually a Templar thing.
Okay. So it's not?
But Lucy would
Very-
also hopefully recognize her own.
That
Unless
is a
they did.
15.
Okay, unless they did the common practice of taking the blood and then transporting it.
Just saying, hopefully.
Yeah. On a 15, I'm going to say no, you don't know what the exact process is of like how phylacteries are made or stored or whatever. But you do know, you would be able to understand that certain high-profile mages may be present at the point a phylactery is created. Yes, Tura.
Knowing what little lore I know about Tevinter and how they track their magical friends that they keep against their will.
What a nice
Would
way of
I
saying
have
it.
any knowledge on this at all?
I don't actually think Tevinter use phylacteries.
No? Is it something else?
I think they just use straight up blood magic.
No. Fair. Okay.
I do have to admit that's not really a part of the lore that I'm clued up on, but I will ask the question.
I thought they did, but like I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so while they do have what is essentially phylacteries, they are not utilised in the same way as in the south.
Okay.
In Ferelden, they are in Ferelden and the other countries in the south of Thedas, they are used for tracking and locating mages, whereas in Tevinter, they're like, it's like a badge of honor. It's like your blood is put into a phylactery of your family. So it's basically just a bottle of your blood. It's like, oh look, it's got our family crest on it.
Gotcha.
So
So they just
realistically,
use blood magic. Got it.
yeah, pretty much. So how are we wanting to do this? Who wants to go where?
I
I'll
will.
help search for Lucy.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'll just stick him with Meryl. Wherever Meryl goes.
So Meryl, what are you doing?
No. I don't know, because I just worry, because it's a bunch of kids, and if they get scared, they're going to start, especially early in the morning, a bunch of strangers coming into their room.
There's also a fact of there are also a bunch of kids who are also mages.
Mm-hmm.
Abomination.
Yeah, so I feel like an alarm might end up going off, and we're going to have to, and the phylacteries are on the 4th floor, so that's the top floor, so it'll be harder to get down. I think she'll try. She's gonna try. She's gonna go to the 4th floor and try and find it and see if she can figure it out.
And just
I'll
break
try
them
to
all
go
if you
now.
can't find it.
Jesus.
Who though?
Not a terrible idea. I'll just go with
It's
Meryl.
not the worst idea I've heard.
Okay.
Might be loud, but
I'm going to liquefy you. Just demo man bombs everywhere.
So for those who are going upstairs,
Yes.
I'm going to need active stealth checks.
You got it.
So it's going to be
I'm gonna
dexterity
take the
stealth.
temporary focus of stealth. I'm using mine from last time.
Okie dokie.
So we don't have good stealth.
It's not bad. I got stun points. Not a lot of them.
I got something too. I got 2 of them.
I love how you're saying it through gritted teeth, which makes you think, I have stun points. They're not going to do shit, but I have stun points.
Is this exploration or
I would classify a stealth check as an... I get really you could... Would it be roleplay or exploration? I think, honestly, it probably would fall more into the line of exploration.
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
So I got a 13. And I'm gonna use advantageous positioning. As I'm going up, I'm gonna just be like, whatever angle I'm at is like, if somebody comes around the corner, I will be right in line that I can just blast with a spell or something like that. I need to.
You're like, I
Like the
should do
best
this.
nooks and crannies to maybe hide in as I'm going up. Advantageous.
I feel like I should meet you with the same thing. I got a 16, but I feel like that also is a good idea. But I also like So it says speedy search, but it does just say you complete your test in half the time it would otherwise take. I assume that would just be like you're being stealthy, but you're also being quick about it.
I would count it as that.
So I think if Meryl is being, and I'm following Meryl, so I think if Meryl is being advantageous, like it being trying to keep the position wise, I think Aldrad is like when she finds those corners, he's able to like guide us between those really opportunistic corners quickly, so that if we are present in the view only for like a split second, so like you literal blink if you miss it, or if someone's like, man, why am I on this stupid ass guard duty? And they like look away and then they look back and it's like, something move. Nah. So I think I'm gonna try and do it quickly.
Okay.
So we've got tag team. We've got the one looking for the best nooks and crannies, and then the one dragging her along to be like, "No, we're gonna go hide in those nooks and crannies that you found."
So you guys make your way upstairs. And as you get upstairs, it is a walled-in corridor. On your right, there is a door with a heavy plaque on it. It says, Knight Commander Elspin. On the left-hand side, it says, First Enchanter Yorick.
Alas.
Poor Yorick, I knew him well. We're gonna avoid those doors.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna go to the other ones.
And ahead of you, there is a solid steel door.
I have noodle arms. Oh,
That's why Aldrad's here.
This is not stealthy. I can't. Is there? I'm assuming these are locked, correct?
Well, see, that's the weird thing about it. There's no keyhole.
Hot magic. Fuck. Pardon my French. I mean, there's no keyhole. I think Aldrad's like a bit sus of this. Is there any way to make like a? This wouldn't really be an empathy check, I'd imagine. This would be more like a.
If
do
this
an
is one of-
Arcana lore check.
It
See
would
if I
be an
know what this
Arcana
is.
lore check.
Please, dice, allow me to roll. Almost every roll, it's been a 6, and then like 2s and 1s. I'm like, please, dice, please give me
The
a little
three
bit better.
sixes. The 3 6s. Give us the blessed 3 6s.
I rolled
Okay.
a 6, a 2, and a 3. But I do have a +6 to my Arcana lore.
Okay, see that makes it a little different.
So
I mean,
17 for me.
On a 17. You approach this. And while you may not have fully understood what is behind the door, you've seen this type of door in the White Spire. This door can only be opened one of 2 ways. One, heavily sabotaged, using what would either be very, very rare magical components or very powerful magic spells. Or by joint command words spoken by both the Knight Commander and the First Enchanter.
Does it have to be specifically them, or is it the words?
The only people that are ever taught the words are the Knight Commander and the First Enchanter.
Guess we're going in their offices to look for code words, and hopefully they're not in there.
They are.
I know! I don't want to die. I'm so scared. I'm like so tense right now.
I kind of, yeah. I think Aldrad is like looking between the 2 offices that we know he has to go into, and he's gonna look to the First Enchanter one and just kind of look to Meryl and be like, worst, I could most likely kill that one faster.
Okay.
We're just gonna murder the First Enchanter.
Listen, I don't think we're gonna actually here. Let's be clear, I'm level 4, but like
Oh yeah, that's right. Peacock is in the Knight Commander's
Oh,
office.
sweet shit. We can't even.
Thank
he's
you for
meeting them.
reminding me, Vessa.
You
won
got
all the
it.
prizes.
Oh, we can't go in that room then. God damn it. But assuming they're talking there, right?
There's no fucking good way to go about any of this. We're just gonna. It's about to be a clusterfuck, my friend.
But Aldrad could go in and fake the language barrier, and be like,
Thought I was
stuff
supposed to go
to
here.
tell.
I mean, armor. Like, um, you know what? If we're going up to these doors, could I actually listen into the first enchanter's door, see if there is actually anyone fucking in there?
You certainly could. That would be a perception hearing check.
While he's doing that, the door is enchanted, yes?
The door is enchanted.
Can I cast Mana Drain on it? And drain it of magic?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that is. That is what that spell is for.
You can, yes.
Okay.
So, for those of you unaware, Mana Drain, very, very cool spell. Very, very cool spell. So, you create a parasitic bond. It does specifically say with a visible spell casting target within 30 yards.
Dang. Okay.
I am going to use the stats of the person who put the spell in place.
Okay.
They have to make a magic spirit test versus your spell power. Until the end of this encounter, an affected target has to spend 1 extra mana point each time they cast a spell. And each time this happens, you gain 1 mana point. How I'm going to work this is, the spell that was used to put this spell in place, I'm not going to say what the spell is, but it does have a certain number of mana points that have to be put into it. You have to maintain the drain for that many, essentially, actions.
Okay.
So, first things first, I need to make a magic spirit check. What is your spell power?
My spell power for this one is 16, because I have a focus in spirit magic. Do I also need to roll for my target number?
You do have to roll, so you have to roll to cast the spell, yep.
We got a bunch of ones, Meryl. Please no.
No, but it's 3 sixes, 3 sixes, and she's just surprised.
Okay, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Jesus God in heaven.
Because I
So-
rolled a 4, 3, and a 1, but because I have the spirit magic focus, it's still a +6. So I'm fine because my target number is 12.
Target number is 12. 4, 3, and 1 is 8. 8 plus 6 makes 14. Therefore, you
Yes.
do manage to cast a spell, and you spend your 3 mana points.
Yep.
And so it begins. You drain 1 point of mana from the door. And there's just this continuous motion of pulling and draining this mana away. And as it's doing it, you can see frost creeping over the metal. As you're I say frost, it looks like frost as you're draining the magic out of it. Aldrad, while this is going on, what are you doing? Are you just standing guard watching?
I think at this point, like, he was like, I'm gonna go listen unto the. Sorry, what are you doing?
And the way I'm gonna flavor it is that it looks like these like thorny vines are like coming like out of her veins as she's like pulling on it.
This
So it
is
just looks
spirit
like she's
magic.
covered in veins.
This is spirit
Okay.
magic, right?
Yes.
Mana drain is spirit magic, yes.
I think Aldrad is keeping guard. He's like posted, like basically in between where Meryl is standing. Don't know the range of mana drain and the 2 doors. Trying to keep the distance away from them, so in case he makes any noise, it will be heard. But so keeping guard. But I think there's also he's like stealing a lot of glances back at the magic. It's just like.
So to make it very clear how long you'll be doing this, unlike D&D, rounds in Dragon Age are substantially longer. 15 seconds. So you'll be maintaining this for almost 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to be very specific.
I think
In that 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say, Aldrad?
I will say Aldrad is actually like closer to Meryl, and just you got this. You got this. Amazing. There's like tiny little quick phrases of affirmation.
Aww, it's so nice. She's not used to people being nice to her.
Although it's very funny if you like looked at it from like a third person perspective, because there's like this guy like a fucking 2 feet taller than her, just like crouched a little down, being like, "You got this." Awesome.
You got this, champ. You got this.
Got it.
GG, GG.
Yeah.
Good game, good game.
You got this, dude. You got this. You got. Just keep going. Just keep going, buddy.
Flow state.
Flow state. What the fuck? While you're doing that, I'm going to go to the rest of the party. Vesa, Tira, Vitana. Are you stealthing into the? Are you going stealthily into the children's dorms in order? Okay.
Yeah.
So that is going to
we're
be,
not trying to
that
scare
is-
kids.
Then that is going to be an active stealth check from you guys.
A gajillion. I'll do the math. Hold on.
Can I have that gajillion with all of my rolls, please?
Vitana rolled all ones. Huh.
Wait, are you serious?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like I swear to
like-
God, you're doing such a
19.
good job.
I thought he was serious, and I was like, you know what? She probably has bonuses out the wazoo, so
Yeah. 19.
15.
13. I will roll a collective.
How'd I beat the
children.
2 rogues?
Because you're sneaky.
Bold of you to assume that Vitana's that type of rogue.
Right.
She's an assassin. She's gotta be sneaky.
She's not an assassin.
I know, but that's her job. I mean, that's her. I don't mean like that's the type
The,
of
ant-
rogue she. That's
the
her
Antivan
job.
the Antivan crows aren't all about being sneaky. Some of them are very literally, I've been sent to kill you. You may begin running.
She could be a. You know what? If our first instinct is seduction, could be a bard. I'm applying D&D logic here, but
Bards and
That
Dragon
was
Age
my
are
first
more like,
instinct too. What the fuck?
Bards and Dragon Age are more like our
The classic.
train secrets.
Yeah, they're more
Um,
bardic.
Yeah, very. I sing songs in order to make people think things or do things, but also like trading secrets and they very spy-like. It's really cool. But no, she is a duelist.
Oh.
Hence
Cool.
the rapier and main gauche, which can only be used by duelists.
So at what point do we have a card game, and then that devolves into a 3 or 4-some?
I mean, if you and Rowan want to start the thruple, then by all means.
I don't think.
Hey, it
Rowan's got
works for
Boy.
Alistair.
I don't think Rowan's got it in him. I'm gonna be so honest. Rowan,
Catholic, repressed, schoolboy.
Again,
I stand by what I
worked
said.
on Alistair.
It does fucking
I stand by
work
what I
on
said.
Alistair. Okay, so you're all successful in sneaking in. When you go in here, there's about 20 beds. Most of the kids here seem to be around the kind of 8 or 9 mark. But tucked down at the edge, down at the kind of far end of the room, no belongings, nothing like that, just a blanket on a bed. You can see the visible bright red curls of what is very evidently a small child's head. You're talking maybe 3 or 4. Very young to have manifested magic.
That's our one.
You go grab her. I'll guard. I'll stand watch.
Okay. I am going to assume that you are both smart enough for this, but I'm just going to say out loud. Do not literally grab the child. Okay.
Tira doesn't say anything, it just goes. I don't know if Vesa is able to pay attention so much in this moment because we're in like a dark room, being sneaky, whatever. But like Tira's like whole like rough exterior just drops away immediately. She crouches down next to the bed and like starts whispering to try and get her attention, like just a really quiet, calm, like very in like caring and endearing voice. And she's like, "You gotta go get some breakfast, okay? You want me to carry you, or do you want to walk?"
She kind of sits up, rubbing at her eyes. And she makes a grumbling sound. It honestly just sounds like... Mm. But she does put her hand up as if in like the uppies.
I will scoop her, and then I will grab her blanket and scoop that around her, because I imagine it's not warm yet, because the sun hasn't come out.
Okay. Wrap the blanket around, and you pick her up. Oh, pardon me. So, you have the child. Now it's just to make your way back out. That's going to be another stealth check.
Okay.
From all of us or just Tira?
From all of you.
Okay.
I will say, just in case there is some kind of thing that happens here where it could show it, there is going to be a different DC for you, Tura, because you're walking with like a child. Okay? It's not going to be like...
I didn't want to hear that.
It's not going to be vast miles of difference, but it's going to be at least a difference.
14.
Also 14.
That's not bad.
Oh, better for Vitana that time. 17 for Vitana. You are all fine. You all make with stealth checks to get out of the room. Now that you're out of the room, I'm going to jump back to Meryl and Aldred. About a minute and a half has passed at this point. Meryl, you're still just draining that mana. You are like chalked up on mana right now. This is the equivalent of like huffing speed. Like you're like, whoa!
Oh, jeez.
You got like electricity in your veins and shit.
Can you go over your max mana cap?
No, you can't.
Okay.
But the mana you cast to cast this spell has came back to you within 45 seconds. At this point, you can see Vesa, Tura, and Vitana come out, kind of peek round to where you guys are up the stairs. Aldrad, you can probably see them at the bottom of the stairs. Meryl, you are just too focused in.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys want to do here?
I want help, but I don't think I can do anything. Like, I think Aldrad is going to, if he can see the rest of the party, he's going to look down and like mouth like in extreme exaggeration, but not say anything. Like, on it, working on it.
Okay.
Just to communicate to the rest of the party in case they haven't seen what the fuck is going on here.
Any reaction to that, guys?
I'm gonna glance at Tira like, can you do that?
I'll just
Add more
like
flavor to
cover the little girl's ears so that she... Actually, I'll speak Elven. That's how I'll get around this. In Elven, I'll be like the equivalent of like my magic's more fucked up than hers.
Can I add a little flavor to it?
Of course you can.
So I think the more mana that Meryl is getting, the more her magic kind of shifts. Because normally her magic manifests in like kind of an eerie ethereal green. Which is like, because her eyes are sectoral heterochromia, so like half and half in both eyes. And one half is like the creepy green, but the other half is this really warm amber. So I think as she keeps going and gets more and more mana, the more her magic manifests like the other side of her eye. So it's now like this like warm golden color.
Okay.
She's like, ugh, I don't want mana.
I'm pumped.
Clearly.
I was about to say, is this? I guess this is a random thing. Meryl would probably. Aldred trusts Meryl knows what's going on, but Aldred is going to just keep an eye on Meryl. Is this? Does this look like it's having any unintended side effects?
Probably. Meryl has no self-preservation though. She doesn't care.
I'm aware. That's why
I would say that because you're taking in an overflux of mana, what we'll do is at the end of the spell being cast, or the end of the spell being like finishing being cast, we'll make you roll as if you're casting it again to see if any mishap comes from it.
Okay.
But other than that, it just rolls on and on and on.
Any mishap, like that's a casual thing that happens when wizards in this world have
I mean,
problems.
it can be casual or it can be fucking devastating.
And Meryl becomes an NPC.
Very literally a thing that can happen.
Or worse, Meryl becomes a memory.
I don't know that that's worse. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Suddenly,
So-
the floor has a shadow on it. Just
The Sentry approach.
Suddenly,
Yeah, basically.
Meryl,
I was like,
suddenly
sorry.
Meryl looks at you and everything looks like Meryl except the eyes.
oh boy. Amber and green. That's red.
But I mean, yeah, it's very possible that it can happen. Mishaps can be anything from you losing mana equal to twice the spell's cost, or it can be all the way down to you get lost in the Fade and have to fight a demon.
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
I literally just wrote that in the chat, too.
So, for the last minute and a half, as you sit and drain this away, you're sitting and there's just this real tension as 90 seconds passes by of you draining mana. I would like you to roll me that cast again for mana drain.
I got stunt points. And I made my target number.
Okay, so then that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. That's all we need to know. If
I
you,
was like, can I do magic stunts with it? See if I can
and-
do something
mean,
nice.
There are magic stunt points. So there is puissant casting, where you can spend between 1 and 3 stunt points. There's skillful casting, so you can reduce the mana cost of the spell by 1. Yeah, there's certainly spells. There's certainly stunt points you can use.
So I have 4 stunt points. Can I do fast casting and see if casting it again will make it go faster?
No, so this is why I was saying at the this is just at the end to see if, because you've taken in an influx of mana, more mana, more magic, more demon. So it was just to see if any demons would pop through.
Oh, okay.
The spell has finished at this point.
Okay, cool.
So as you get to it and you pull that last piece of magic out of it, the door becomes limp and just kind of like swings open. And this cold fog rolls out of the door. But the door is open.
I think Aldred will then take position and walking past. Is Meryl okay, by the way? How's Meryl doing?
How am I
She
doing?
took her Adderall.
Probably a bit shaky. I mean, like I said, like, I mean, I would not like to suggest, but like, if you've ever drank like too much energy drink or too much coffee or something, like, that way it's like that way you almost get cold, and you get shaky. It's like that. It's like a really intense.
Took someone else's Adderall.
Like a really intense caffeine high, complete with the colds. I'd say probably the sweats and the shakes.
She's shaking like a little leaf. She's fine.
So you would have cast. You would have spent, what was it, 3 mana points to cast that spell. So you would have cast 3. You would have drained 11.
Well, I'm back up to max. I'm very much up to max.
So yeah, yeah. So between 3 and 11 is 8. We will say for 8 rounds, you are going to be, whoa. Yeah.
If Meryl would allow, Aldred is going to, like, seeing the shaking, essentially, going to, like, place, like, his hand on, like, not shoulder, but, like, right here, I would say. Just give, like... Aldred has an incredible, like, just muscle control because of the shape he's in, so I would say there's, like, this, like, squeeze, but not enough to hurt at all.
Yeah. Sorry, my phone's going off for my mom's alarm for her meds.
Go, 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 go. Very important.
Run, Forrest, run!
Debating doing it.
I think
Sorry, that's just, I have to let her know to take her meds.
you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Aldred will just say, that was masterful.
I think initially, just because, like, she's so, like, physically, like, sensitive from, like, the overstimulation of all that magic, I think she kind of, like, flinches and, like, looks almost a little scared for a second, just because touch has not always been nice for her in the past. But then she'll just quietly nod and just be like, "Thank you. Let's go find her phylactery."
With the flinch, Aldred will, like, pull his hand immediately back, put it at his side. Right. And so I think Aldred will, like, lead just in case there's any danger, but he is absolutely listening to Meryl. His area
I was
of
like,
expertise.
I think I'm gonna glance over to Tira. Like, did you just see what I saw?
Tira is actively squinting in that direction.
Tira's just like, eh.
No, distinctly not like just squinting.
Just everybody's getting together. Eh.
Oh, Aldred and Meryl sitting in a tree. H-A-R-R-O-W-I-N-G.
Yeah, she doesn't believe in love.
That spells murdering. What?
As Aldred goes to talk to Meryl, Luca completely understands the entire situation. Aldred's just like, why am I profusely bleeding? Anybody else feeling lightheaded as he's bleeding from every possible hole in his body? Hemorrhage, what a fun spell. So the door to this chamber is open. Very, very cold air coming out of it. What do you guys want to do with that?
I mean, I'm assuming it's cold to try and cause the blood to, like, not go bad or, like, coagulate or things like that.
Could quite potentially be.
So she's just gonna start looking.
Okay.
See if she can figure things out.
You go inside this place and it's like you know that really, really horrible wizard school movie? the one
Yep.
that we all
Yep.
know, and in that one, in the I believe it's the 5th one, where they go to the place with all the glass orbs that tells the prophecy. That, but it's bottles of blood,
Oh.
and they're all labelled. But you're talking
Oh.
dozens, potentially into the hundreds. So this will be a searching check for anybody that wants to make it if you all go inside.
I'm holding a
Well.
small child. I'm not going into the cold room.
Yeah,
That's fair.
don't bring baby in here.
Oh, there's stunt points.
Um,
It's not
Lucky
good,
for
but-
some. Oh wait, hold on. She's got a focus on that. I didn't know she had a focus. I made her, and I didn't know she had a focus on that.
the searching, is that perception?
Perception, yes.
Okay. Now I roll really well on a thing that I'm not good at.
It's a great time to roll well.
Oh, 14.
I always forget this. In 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 2 is 14. 14. So what did you get there, Meryl? I heard you say, what did you get?
14.
14. What did you get, Vesa?
Oh, I did not roll because I was gonna stay out with Tira.
Okay,
just in
that's
case.
absolutely fine. That's absolutely
So
fine.
valid.
Just in case Tira needs to run and I need to cover.
That's okay. Aldrad?
I only got a
Technical.
12, but I would like to use some of my stunt points for speedy search.
Hey,
Search.
smart.
So I might it's
Okay,
a lower,
so it's-
yeah, lower,
Okay,
but
so
just
you,
faster.
yeah, you cover a lot more ground than anybody else, mostly because of your height. Whereas everybody's got to kind of like crane up, or they've got to like move a box and stand on it. You're just like nope, 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 nope. Based on the rolls, it's maybe another 2-3 minutes of searching until eventually Vitana is going to yell, I found it! I found it! And she's going to hop down with a small glass bottle about yay big, with a label on it that just says Lucy Pendleton. So you guys now have the phylactery and the child. In the space of the time you've taken to get up here, the time it's taken to do everything that you've got to do, so we had 5 minutes at the beginning. I would say, given the size of this place, 2 minutes per floor running up. I'll say 2.5 minutes for Tira doing the look into one of them. So 2, 2, 2, 2.5 is 8.5, plus 5 minutes is 13.5 minutes. Add in the 3 minutes that it took for Meryl to drain the mana. So that would be
16.5.
16.5 minutes, plus the kind of 2 or 3 minutes of looking in here was 19.5 minutes.
So we got about 10 minutes to get
Still
out
got
of
10
this
minutes to
place.
get the fuck
You've
out of
got
here.
10 minutes to get out.
Fucking
And we
y'all.
already know the way.
Meryl wants to do
So-
something stupid, but she's not going to.
What does Meryl want to do?
She wanted to do Stone Fist and just destroy all the phylacteries, but she's not going to do that. That would be too
That
loud.
would certainly cause a lot of
Wow.
noise.
Yes. I think seeing little Lucy, though, that just shatters her heart because she was sent to a circle around that age. So
So
We need
are
a demolitions
stealth-
expert to set it
are we
off remotely.
stealthing, or are we going quickly?
I think we should go quickly.
yeah,
I'm with
get
that.
out of here.
We've got 10 minutes.
Okay. Sprint. You're running down.
I will say, could I? No, this will take too much time. I was gonna say, could I just draw the tattoo on my head just to, save this weird conversation?
The question I'll ask you is, what would you draw it with?
Yeah, I know. Attack.
Oh no!
Walking down,
Got
with
it,
just
guys.
the symbol of a triangle carved at your face, and like, oh my god, they've got so much worse. So in that case, make your way down. I'm just going to roll a general perception check with a target number because you're moving quickly for all the floors. Okay. Exact same. Okay. The dice appear to be with you today, guys. None of them are meeting the target number as you're sprinting out of here. Downstairs, 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 running round the circle. Downstairs, 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 running round the other side. Downstairs, 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 running round to the other side. And as you go down the final stairs, you're in that entrance foyer. The front door is there.
Were we supposed to go out the front door, or were we supposed to go back to, like, the chest?
Nothing was specifically said.
Okay.
I don't think we need the chest. We don't. The chest just had our.
Yeah,
our
we
stuff
already
in
took
it.
our stuff.
Alternative. No one knows we stole Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Put Lucy in the chest.
That's what I was
We
saying,
wait
yeah.
for the peacock. We get the fuck out.
Question though, did the mages who were in the cells see us?
Did see us. Oh, in
The
the cell.
mages-
Oh,
Oh, the cells are downstairs.
But that's where the chest is, right? Because we had to go past cells of the
First floor.
Those
Ground
were
floor.
Ground.
So we're on the ground floor. What you walked past was spare dorm rooms.
Oh, okay.
Dorms,
The-
classrooms, and the
I get
commissary.
I get what you're saying. On the ground floor, when I did describe, I said they were laid out like a prison cell. Bed, bucket, desk with chair. They're just extra dorm rooms.
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad.
I get where the misunderstanding is now, but no, there's no cells. There's nobody on this. There's nobody staying in these dorm parts. They're mostly used by Templars who just don't want to go home.
Sure.
And also, like, aren't there Templars outside that we would have to get Lucy past?
Which is
So
why
you're
I'm saying
still
the chest.
so you're still in the time period for well, I get what you mean. Outside the building. Yeah, there is.
Worry though is a little tiny kid in a chest. They might freak
I'll
out.
go in with her.
Oh, are they going to question the fact that all of a sudden we don't have one of our work? They probably don't care.
They didn't. They don't.
Templars, they're known for paying a lot of attention to the elves that come in and out of the building.
And counting.
Templars are great. We are great at numbering.
That's fair. Yeah, let's do that.
sure. Fire. Why not?
And if she does wake up before we leave, we can let her know what's going on.
We probably need to put our stuff in there as well.
Yeah, we need to get back into hollowed
Yeah.
shit.
Hmm.
Do you think you'd fit in there with her?
Yeah, that's the catch.
How big is the chest? Could we
It's
fit?
a
It's
wagon chest.
Yeah, it's like a wagon carrier chest. You could probably fit your gear and the child in, but with
But not
Kura
me.
and the child,
I could do something fucked up that's not going to hurt her at all, but would make
And
it so that like she's a little more comfortable.
That would be.
Days?
I mean, wait. Could we?
So, to be very clear here,
Mhm.
when it comes to magic in Dragon Age, like in D&D, when a spell's cast on someone, if it muddles their mind or something, when the spell runs out, they go, holy shit, somebody just cast a spell on me. That's not the case in Dragon Age. In Dragon Age,
Right,
they
they're
don't
just like, oh, I was a little
they're
dizzy
not
there.
always aware that a spell was cast. So with her being foggy brained because of the morning and such, casting something like Days could very well just lull her back to sleep, or she could just pin it down to, damn, I was really, really tired this morning. Like,
As long as everyone's comfortable with that, I don't have a problem doing it because it's not going to hurt her and it would be a really simple spell that would just make her comfy.
I'm going to say as a DM, it's not inflicting any harm on children, which is one thing we do not do here on this channel. So it doesn't breach any of the boundaries I set in place for the table. but that doesn't mean it doesn't doesn't breach somebody else's boundaries.
Right.
So it is casting a spell on a child, but it's not a spell that intends harm, and it's not being done in a method that does intend harm either. It is done in an intent to make them comfortable, so we can sneak them out of the magic circle. How does everybody feel about that?
I'm fine with that because it doesn't hurt her.
It's a melatonin gummy, if you will.
Yeah.
To me, it's the equivalent of casting silence on somebody if you're trying to sneak them out somewhere.
Right.
Okay, cool. So I need you to roll your spellcasting check for the target number. I'm going to say Lucy is very, very tired. It's the early hours of the morning, as has been discussed. So it's just going to be a fail as long as you meet the target number.
Yeah, I'm well over the target number by like 6. So
Awesome. So, with that being done, Lucy just falls at like a kind of nice little. Vitana is going to, as everybody's taken off their equipment and laying it down in the chest again, Vitana is going to make the point of turning to y'all and saying, cloaks, give me your cloaks.
Our ratty ones? I assume she needs?
Any form of clothing, any form of thing.
Oh,
that you're
Aldrad
wearing.
takes the massive cloak he has off.
She wants us naked? Wow!
And she lays it down on top of all the metal stuff.
I was gonna say that's what Meryl was gonna do. So
Yeah.
She was like,
we're all on the
"Let's
same
make, like,
page
a
here.
little cocoon around her so she's safe. Doesn't get knocked around too much."
And then placing the child in the chest, closing the chest over. It's an old school wooden chest. It's not like a steamer chest or anything, so it's wood with like gaps and stuff in between it, so there's no threat to the child not being able to breathe and stuff like that, so no deaths to one in that case. At which point, it's waiting. And as you
Think
wait...
We're
We
waiting.
have, like,
Aldrad is going to
2 or so
stick his
minutes.
hands in a bunch of
Hey.
corpses to look like they've been working. Like he's gonna move them.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna stick my hand inside the corpse.
I will assist, but I suspect that Aldrad will be better at picking up some of these.
I'm just gonna stick my
than me.
hand in all the corpses.
I think honestly, yeah, Aldrad
Oh my
will start
God.
moving corpses closer to the door.
No, Detective Mittens, the corpse is not a litter box.
Oh, gross.
Oh, have you guys never seen Detective Mittens?
I have.
It's the same people that made Charlie the Unicorn, but it's a cat
Oh.
called Detective Mittens, and it's not like a highlight. It's just a normal cat with a detective's hat on, and every time there's a corpse, the cat jumps inside the corpse and starts to play about in the innards. And one of the best lines in it is, "No, Detective Mittens, the corpse is not a litter box."
That's amazing.
Maybe 5 minutes after you guys are done, you can hear the sound of metal boots and stuff as the Templars start to come up from upstairs. And at which point, the Peacock is going to come through, and he's giving it the whole, "Well, I mean, like, how days are fucking done, isn't it? It's a complete waste of time." Shuts the door and turns and goes, "Are we good? Is everything okay? So we're just going to... Where's the... Oh, okay. So yes, we're just... Well, right, let's just get packed up and get the fuck out of here. Let's go. Oh, you, big one. Get the... Give me an hand with the chest, you. Grumble, pretend, as they march the chest out to the wagon.
I think Aldrad is going to be super. It looks like he's like barely awake, barely present, but his arm, he is making sure the crate does not move. It is just like a little carriage.
This man is carrying his end of this with the same precision and tension as an Olympic weightlifter.
Yeah.
Not only am I lifting my end, I'm making sure my end does not move from this exact y-axis.
So, yeah, literally that.
Whereas the Peacock's like, "Wee!" Make your way out to the wagon and you load the chest up, sliding it into place very carefully. Then Peacock still keeping on the act. "Right, everyone, get up, come on, let's get out of here, let's go. It's fucking...
I like him.
And he goes round to the front as everybody piles in. I'm going to roll one last time. Okay. The wagon starts to roll away. It approaches the drawbridge.
Don't like this.
There's a sound of muffled conversation before you hear, right, bring it down, and you hear the drawbridge. You start to roll across the drawbridge. And then there's going to be a cry, halt! And that same face, the same Templar is going to come round to the back and pull the curtain aside and look over you all. Right. Yep, same count as before. 5 in, 5 out. Templars do count, motherfuckers.
We're all in here, and Aldred just puts like a hand on Tira's shoulder, like.
When you said Tyr was going to go in the chest, I was like, oh my god, they're going to get fucking caught. I actually panicked so badly.
We left 2 bodies just laying there somewhere.
They haven't found him yet.
5 in, 5 out. You're able to trundle along. There's that familiar feeling of it coming off of the wood onto the cobblestones, and as it goes away, you hear the sound of the drawbridge. Back up. And then you make your way back to the Griffin's Wing Tavern. Having successfully stolen or rescued, however you wish to look at it. I personally say rescued. The Templars will see it as stolen. You successfully rescued the child called Lucy from life in a circle of magic. As you guys reach the place, as you guys reach the inn, everybody's waiting outside for you as you roll in. When you get there, Merrill, you see Luca, who very visibly relaxes, like, Tura, Aldrad, you can see Luca as well looking over you guys. You can see Rhiannon, you can see Vitash sees you, Aldrad, and just kind of nods, then turns and walks right back inside. Vesa, you can see Rowan, and he is pacing. And when he sees that you're there, he very, very audibly is like, oh, thank the Maker. And he's gonna. And they all flock over to you, everybody checking up on everybody, making sure everybody's okay. They come over and they speak to the peacock very briefly. There's a bit of a kind of like hushed conversation, and the peacock makes a face before just like nodding, puts a hand on the person he's talking to's shoulders, then shakes their hand. He'll come over you and say, okay, we need to pass Lucy over, and then wherever you intend on heading, we should probably start making tracks now. They'll be able to get Lucy out, but we'll have to arrange our own way to get off of Jainen. My original contacts have been discovered. Bit of a stabbing in the back. So we should leave now. Because while they may not know who you are, certain officials are going to be made aware of who I am. So, I did say to you that I would take you where you had to go and make proper introductions. Seems like I'm going to be along for a bit longer of the ride. Hope that's okay.
I think this will be a delight.
He is going to look at you, Vess, and go, I knew that I would like you.
Yes.
Which point Rowan's just going to narrow his eyes.
Yeah, he strikes me as the type.
Do any of the party take issue with the peacock joining?
I think Aldred's like nodding his head along with Vessa. It's like, this is gonna be fun.
Good.
Kira just puts her hood up and adjusts her boots.
Carl does very much the same. She's like, yep. Might as well take this one along too. They'll betray us in the end as well.
Errol, for fuck's sake.
Fantastic. Now, we should probably make our way down to the docks. I know I have a boat there. Is one of you good at rowing? I would do it, but you know, and he puts his hand up, very, very dainty hands. It's like, what's this?
He puts a hand, before the peacock study, he puts a hand on his shoulder. Keep your hands dainty.
He's gonna,
No,
as you say that, he gives you a very, like, up and down, then goes, my hero.
Aldred gives him a wink.
Saucy.
Listen, my introduction to the Cunari was Iron Bull, okay? Like,
Right.
I have a
Right.
So then,
So valid.
why are you winking? Iron Bull would just pick him up and walk into the bedroom.
Oh, I'm aware, yes.
At that point, as you guys are making your way to the docks outside of Jainen, I think that's a safe place for us to wrap for today.
Can I do one thing before we do?
Of course, by all means. What would you like to
It
do?
would just be when we get to the docks, and I just
Okay.
don't want to forget.
That's
So
absolutely
I had written that note like several sessions ago. I think it was like 4 sessions ago, when I thought I was going to die. So I'm just gonna drop that into the water and let it sink, and then
Okay.
call it. That's good for me.
Okay. With Tura dropping that note into the sea and then climbing into the, I'd say rowboat, but it's more like a sailboat. You would have to row out into the open sea and then pull the sail up. But it's a sailboat. It's maybe going to be a little bit longer than the boat you took here to get back. You're probably talking the better part of like half a day of sailing. But with that being the end of our session, we're going to go to the next part, which is voting for the MVP of today.
Oh, this one's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I know.
I will say right now, this is difficult for me because everybody
They came in so
threw-
clutch.
Everybody came in clutch here. Everybody.
We are a
really did.
well-oiled machine.
I am going to say pipping the ace, and I mean this as the difference between the order I would have picked from first to fourth, the difference between them, first and fourth, is like 0.3 of a point. Like, everyone is just so bloody close. But I am going to say, based on their interactions and based on the shit they did and the ideas they came up with, I'm going to lean towards Tura getting MVP of the session today. The whole Vitana's going to roll seduction. Oh, that was going to be my dumb idea, and then being like, no, let's do the dumb idea. Fucking won me big
So
time.
good.
So that's where my vote goes. Jess, your vote?
My vote was Tira as well for like the seduction, but also just how sweet she was with Tira, or not with Tira, with Lucy. It was so sweet. So, yeah.
Okay,
Tira
so
for
we
me.
got two for Tura. What about your? Well, I suppose we should say 2 for Jason. We're applauding the player, not the character.
That's true. That's
2
true.
for
Sorry.
Jason. I know it was me. I did it as well. Abby, what about yourself?
We actually go to Jack first.
Okay, Jack, you first.
Still
Let's go to
deciding.
Jason first.
Okay, Jason, who'd you vote for?
I don't like where this is going. My vote is honestly on Meryl Simply because it was kind of clutch to come up with the idea, or Jess, because it was really clever to come up with the idea of the mana drain on the door, because I wouldn't have thought of that. I'm not gonna lie. Even if I had the spell, I would not have thought of it.
That was a
So.
that was a clutch thing. The fact that I said there's really only two ways you can open this door: destruction or from knowing the password, and then not mentioning that there's other ways to get rid of magic on things, and you coming up with that idea was really cool. So we have 2 for Jason, 1 for Jess.
Oh, God.
Abby.
Ah. Because I like all three. Like, you all three did really cool stuff.
If you can't decide, roll. Excuse me. I would just like it to be remembered. You can vote for me as well.
I was about to say, honestly, one of my votes is I'm debating between everyone, to be fair, but is Brand, because like I don't think it's been so long since I've had like a heist that genuinely I got that tense over.
You know, that is so fair.
So tense.
That might just be the Templar thing. If you need more time to think, Abby, I think I can coagulate my point enough. That's not the right word. I think I can coalesce my point enough.
my point has coagulated.
Well, because basically, like, Jack, you did great with like the language barrier idea and the like the way you role played picking up the chest the first time. Like, that was really, 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 really good. And then of course Jess, like, using mana drain that way was awesome, and Jason, how Tira was so soft with Lucy, like, that was precious. So like I'm really struggling, y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna talk through the points in my head and then we can get there. So I don't want to take too long, but obviously in regards to Bran, that's the most tense I think I've ever had any kind of heist session, like, period. And I've gone through something similar to a tower. The tower was infested with demons and being under attack, so a different kind of stress. But this hit so much harder, and also Vitan fucking slayed at every single like opportunity that they could. I love it.
I love Vitana. She's one of my favorite NPCs I've ever made.
She is that girl.
I don't know. And Abby, like, you brought the fun in between character. Like, we had our big moments, but then in between that, you were always like, why are we talking to these people? Why are we stopping? But it's like, wait, it made sense, and it's cute, and it like actually helps it was great RP, and B, like, you were like making it seem like we're just common folk. Like, we just talk about things. Let's ignore the fact that there's a sword in this chest, Hey.
Just
like,
a guy.
You really played up just the silly little guy aspects of I don't know if that's how Vesa is, like, stealthing when she has to like be sleuthing, but I love that so much. So if it is the case, I don't know.
I think it was this scenario specifically for her.
Yeah. Obviously the mana drain with Meryl Jess was brilliance, and you've literally changed. If I ever play a caster in this system, I think mana drain is going to be one of the spells that I always try to take. Like, that's just that. Yeah. Oh my god. But also not even just that. Like, calling on the character's history in the tower. What stood out to me was just like, this is our tranquil move, and like using that, reframing Meryl's, like, because Meryl most of the time is very like, Meryl most of the time I always felt was like, has that kind of air of very like blunt and straightforwardness, but it's always just kind of been I don't know, I want to say sad, but that energy, and reframing that into like a stern confidence, basically, of just like, no, move. And Tira, Jason, the seduction, the little moment we had together, the going into the classroom, that I loved, let's be honest. And kid, baby, it's adorable. I think I'm going to give my vote to Jason, and everyone did so good, and this is edging out by like 0.000 like 1, but I think it is because every scenario that came up, I loved Jason's like response to it instantly. Like, it didn't take like it didn't take like a moment for me to appreciate it like everyone else's moments. Those are immediate, like, that's dope. How did you think of that on your toes? So yeah, sorry, that was very long-winded. I realized that took 3 minutes.
No,
No.
not at all, not at all.
We all love to be like, praise, 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 praise.
So that, to me, from the way I'm counting, that reads as 3 to Jason,
Mm-hmm.
1 to Jess. Abby, you can give your vote if you want to, but either way, I think Jason is coming in with the majority there.
I'm gonna throw a half point to Jack and to Brand, just so no one's left out.
So nobody's left out.
I love it.
Alright.
But then you're left out.
You're left
Yeah.
out. I was about to say, hey,
That's okay.
I'll split a third
No.
point. Give your...
Yeah.
You can't split 2, but you can't. Oh wait, no, you can't. You can split 1 by 3. So we will each share a third of the point. Therefore, everybody gets a little bit of something.
Yeah.
But yes, our MVP for today is Jason. Well done for that. So as we said, next session, at any point you can choose to have a focus for the session. It's up to you how long you have it for. You just have to pick it at any point during that session. With that being the end, thanks very much for everybody coming to see us today. If you like what you've seen today, you should come and check out our other shows. Go follow us on World Tree Quests. Pretty much everywhere that you can find us. Definitely have to try and be a bit more active. It's just the neurodivergence that stops me from doing it. You can see my personal stuff at Oops All Brands. I'm Oops All Brands everywhere, so you'll find me very easily. I'm not really doing much right now. I will be at PAX Unplugged, so if you're at PAX Unplugged, I'll see your fucking face.
Yes.
And I will be wearing World Tree Quest stuff that says, "Hey, come and talk about World Tree Quest." Blah, 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 blah. So come and talk
Let
to
me
us.
know if you bring your Warden. I'll bring Morrigan.
I will bring my Warden. I don't know if I'll be able to bring weapons because suitcase, but I'll figure it out. Other than that, I don't have anything, so I'm going to pass over my players. Jess, anything you would like to plug at all?
I'm Into the Skies, but we're on a little bit of a hiatus. And then I am in a project that Jason is running, but I'm gonna guess he's gonna have more details about it. So other than that, I'm here and I'm happy.
Fantastic, thank you very much. Moving swiftly on, we go to Jason. Anything that you would like to plug,
Son of a bitch.
talk about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here on Saturdays when everybody's around. And then I'm working on a podcast. I'm constantly editing with what little time I have. I work a full-time job, and it's not going well.
No.
But yeah, I'm editing a podcast. We're going to be releasing the first episode in hopefully next month. So there's that. And 2 familiar voices are in the podcast. Devil's podcast. You can look it up. It exists everywhere. We even have a website and merch.
Get that merch. Thank you very much for that there, Jason. Moving on to Abby. Anything you would like to plug at all, Abby?
I'm on Jason's podcast. I'm also on Star Ravens, and you can find me on the internet at WittyXWitch.
Short, sweet, to the point. Thank you very much for that there, Abby. And last and most certainly not least, Jack, anything you'd like to plug at all?
I feel being too busy to do stuff on the internet or creative outlet stuff so much, Jason. I am the same way. I have stuff I've starting to put out just small little voice acting things I'm editing. Nothing's put up yet, but I'm just doing it because it's fun. And if anyone has recommendations for stuff they would like to hear in silly voices, whether or not it's something like a legit monologue or if it's like a Tumblr post, just send it my way. I love all of them. And I also have stuff I write for other characters, so who knows? Maybe there will be Aldrad backstory on that. Because I like to write. But yeah, you can find me everywhere. Jacklish, put an underscore in front of it or behind it, or I think on TikTok, replace the L with the Z. And also, if you'd like to see this room from a different angle, you can instead be here on the Sundays, which is the tomorrows, for Welcome to the Academy. You can see my lovely partner.
Yeah, tomorrow on Welcome to the Academy, we're facing off against hordes of undead, and then potentially fighting a very, very powerful wizard who massively outclasses us. It's going to be fun. But if that's it from my players and that's it from me, well then that's it from us. So thank you very much for coming to see us today, guys. I have been your keeper of stories, keeper of tales, your weaver of stories, Oops All Brands, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch and YouTube. With me today we have had stories from the Roses. We have had Witty X Witch. No, everybody's moved around again. We have had Witty X Witch, we've had Jacklish, and we've had TTV Wacky Man. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night. Stay safe. Fuck the Templars. And also, don't pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night.
In Abby's case, literally.
Always fuck the Templars.